Today on Lucky Dog, a young pointer mix rescued from the shelter auditions to become the mascot for a family's band. But in order for Leo to earn his place in the spotlight, he'll need to gain the approval of all the family members. Or say goodbye to his rock and roll dreams.
I was a little bit apprehensive about their first meeting just because sketch can be sketchy.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. We've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Maybe you demonstrate it first, and then she'll copy you.
All right.
Eric Weesey is a highly credentialed dog trainer and animal behavior consultant who has dedicated his life toward rehabilitating dogs in need.
I've always loved dogs, and over the years, that passion has turned into a calling to rescue as many shelter dogs as I possibly can. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Today, he's teaching agility to his own dog, Estelle, with the help of his wife and business partner, Rashi.
Growing up, I never had dogs, but after meeting Eric, he introduced me to the world of dogs and dog behavior, and I feel like I've started a new chapter of my life, and I found my purpose working with dogs.
Good job. So proud of you.
Oh, we're so good.
As success is achieved, a message comes in from the shelter about a dog in need of help.
He's a 10-month-old lab male with some pointer in him. Very friendly, full of puppy energy. You want to see his picture?
Oh,
Isn't he beautiful?
Yeah.
But they're a little worried because they said they saw worms. So you'd have to see a vet right away.
He could be a little sick, maybe some intestinal inflammation, we're not sure. It's very important that we get him out as soon as possible.
Eric sets out on a mission to rescue Leo from the shelter and get him to the vet.
When I came across Leo at the shelter, I knelt down. I wanted him to sniff my hand just to let him know that I'm not going to be a threat to him. And he was super friendly. Hi. It was really cool to see him come right up to me, investigate my face, lick a little bit and sniff.
Are you ready? All right, let's go.
With the rescue successful, Eric and Leo head to the veterinarian's office for a checkup.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, Dr. Todd, how are you?
Doing really well. How are you today?
Good,
Wow. Today, Eric brought in Leo. Leo is a 10-month-old doggy that had worms.
The shelter mentioned that he had roundworm in his
Oh,
stomach.
okay. We should get him treated for that. Okay, let me do my physical on him.
Okay.
And see how he is.
Great.
Hi, Leo. I'm gonna take a look at you. I'd like to check your heart. Make sure there's no murmurs. Hi, Leo. Sounds really good. He has a nice sinus arrhythmia, which dogs have normally. See your lungs now. Make sure they're clear. Don't want any harsh lung sounds or wheezing or crackles or anything. Thank you, Leo. That sounds really good.
Good.
Thank you, Leo. All right, I'm gonna check your skin out. Looks like his skin's pretty good. I'm looking for any lesions, any evidence of fleas.
Good boy.
That looks really good. All right, I'm gonna move towards your front now that you're feeling comfortable with me. Hi, let me look at your face. I'm gonna check your little teeth out. Nice and white and clean. They all came in nicely.
How old do you think he is?
It's a good question. All his adult teeth are in, so after 7 months, we know that they're all in.
Sure.
And he's 8 months, a year?
Yeah, 8 months, 10 months, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Looking really good. Let me check your eyes a little more thoroughly. I just do a little light in your eye. I'm checking his pupils and his menace response just to make sure he's all normal and it looks great. To me, he seemed healthy and he seemed good, alert. All the vitals were normal. I didn't find anything abnormal in terms of like his organs or his health or any other things. Because he had some worms, I'd like to obviously recommend a dewormer. We'll get him dewormed. I'll do one that's more broad spectrum to cover more than just roundworms. If you do a dose now, a dose in 3 weeks. I'm also gonna recommend a digestive health supplement. I recommended ProViable, a probiotic, and it helps maintain optimal gut health. This is the product here. It'd be 1 capsule once a day to support his digestive health.
Okay, great.
Do you have any questions?
No, we just wanted to make sure he's healthy.
I think he looks great. I think he's healthy for training.
All right, thanks so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure to meet Leo.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet.
All right, Leo.
After receiving a clean bill of health, Leo is taken back to the ranch, and Eric gives him a nice warm bath.
All right, Leo. We got one more thing for you. You wanna check it out?
With his old life behind him, Leo is also given a clean new collar, along with a bronze medal, which he'll wear throughout his basic training.
What do you think? How do you like this? There we go.
That's a good boy. Oh, thank you.
Let's go.
Clean and dressed, Leo is ready to meet the other ranch residents. So Eric takes him into the empty training yard. After Leo has settled in, he is introduced to another dog with a matching temperament. Then another human, Rashi. Everyone seems happy, so Eric proceeds to add additional dogs one at a time until Leo has met all of them.
Okay.
Whether outside with the other dogs or inside alone with Eric, Leo seems unfazed by his new surroundings. This kind of confidence could make him the perfect match for a family that Rashi has been speaking with.
I'm Kelly Romer. I am a full-time singer, and I live here with my husband, Jack Romer, and Alexa and Avery, and Sketch.
Sketch is a Chihuahua mix rescue dog. He's a bit timid with people and other dogs, but he's a really sweet dog. One of our main hobbies that we like to do as a family is we write songs, original music, and our music proceeds go to animal shelters. We would love for our new dog to come with us and be a great example of what a rescue dog can be.
The next morning,
All right, Leo.
it's time to get to work.
Let's see what you know.
Eric will now assess Leo's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
My impression of Leo is that he's a highly intelligent dog, and I'm excited to see what he's capable of.
Let's see if we can do it down.
I was luring him into a sit, and I was luring him into a down, and he was really responsive to it.
Let's see impulse control. No? All right, we're gonna have to work on that. What about leash walking?
We were able to kind of move quickly through the classic cues,
Maybe we can do a come when called?
and he was actually pretty responsive to all of them, with the exception of maybe stay.
Let's see if we can stay.
Most dogs right off the bat are not gonna know what stay means.
All right, that's something we'll work on, okay?
As responsive as Leo is to the classic cues, he's still a puppy, so we know we're gonna be working with a little bit of puppy energy. And it's gonna be a lot of fun to work with him.
Yeah. You're very smart.
Coming up,
I have a potential family for him.
an adopter's existing pet could be the only thing standing between Leo and his new forever home.
I have been a little bit apprehensive in getting a new dog.
Lucky Dog. We now return to Lucky Dog, part of the Dream Team on CBS.
Since coming home with Eric, Leo, the 10-month-old pointer mix, has become increasingly comfortable in his new surroundings. And Eric has been laying the groundwork to teach Leo the fundamentals.
Down. Good boy.
Hey guys.
It is. Yes.
Oh, good job.
Oh.
Good job. So I have some good news.
Okay.
I have a potential family for him.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Leo, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
So I set up a call. I think they're absolutely perfect.
We might have a family for you.
The next day, Eric and Rashi talk to Leo's potential family.
Hi guys. Hi. How are you?
Good, we're excited.
Good. Just tell us more about your family.
Well, Jack is a realtor and I'm a singer, and we both work out of the house here. So there's always someone around to be with the dog.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
My sister and I are both in musical theater, and we also like hiking and going for bike rides and going to the beach.
Can you describe your home for me a little bit?
It's the top part of a duplex, so you have to go up 48 steps to get to
Oh, wow,
our
okay.
house. And those are outdoor concrete steps.
The family stairs present a possible obstacle for Eric.
So I want to make sure that Leo is comfortable going up and down steps, especially that many and that high of an elevation change.
We do have a yard in the back that's fenced, and we live right across the street from a park and the beach and the trail.
They also enjoy an array of activities. So they love to camp, they love to hike, they love to boat, and I'm hoping that we can get Leo on board with all of those things.
The Roamers tell Eric and Rashi about their dog-themed band.
We perform at shows all around town. There's a lot of kids there, so it would be really nice if the dog could get along with kids.
Sure. The Romer family has mentioned that they do have a dog currently. His name is Sketch. Oh, he's adorable.
He's a Chihuahua mix. He's been a big inspiration for all the songs that have been written about dogs.
Aww. Sketch is a little timid and shy. Leo is the complete opposite. He's a puppy and he's full of energy. So I'm hoping that this will be a good match, but I won't know until I meet the dog. All right, guys, well, it was such a pleasure meeting you. There's still a lot of work that I need to do, but I will keep you posted. How does that sound?
Sounds amazing.
Great.
It's exciting talking to Eric and Rashi because I have been a little bit apprehensive in getting a new dog, but they made me realize that there are dogs out there that can meet all our needs.
Coming up, Leo has a bad habit that jumps out at Eric.
And I want to make sure that that behavior doesn't continue. Sit. Yes.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected.
Lucky Dog. We now return to Lucky Dog, part of the Dream Team on CBS.
10-month-old Leo has gotten pretty comfortable at the ranch. Day after day, he and Eric have been working on the 6 classic cues: sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking. And along the way, Eric has been giving Leo his digestive health supplements.
Good boy. Good job.
Leo is making a lot of progress, but there's one habit that he really needs to work on.
I noticed that he was a jumper, and I want to make sure that that behavior doesn't continue.
Especially because the Roamers plan to take Leo to their shows, where there are often many small children.
Oh, basically, it's replacing the jumping with what we want him to do. Okay. I'm getting him to sit instead of jump on me.
Yes.
Because he's so smart, he was getting the default sit pretty early on. Now what I'm going to try to do is entice him to jump, which a lot of people, when they go greet a dog, they'll tap their legs or they'll tap their chest. Now, unfortunately, what a dog will do is they'll jump up to get to those hands. And then a lot of people have to push a dog down, which we don't want to happen. So you'll see me start to entice him to jump up on me. And if he does, he gets a reward. I do feel confident that he's starting to understand not to jump, but because he is only 10, 11 months of age, I want to make sure that we're consistently working on this with him to make sure that he knows in any circumstance that he's supposed to sit and not jump.
While Eric continues to train Leo, Rashi visits the Roamer's house to confirm that the space is fit for a dog. With lots of room, both outside and inside the home, it's clear to Rashi that Leo will be very happy here. It's also clear to Eric that Leo has mastered the 6 classic cues, so he gives the dog his silver training medal.
Good job.
Up next, Leo learns to live an active lifestyle.
I want to make sure that this is something that he's willing to do. I don't want to force him to do anything.
Lucky Dog. We now return to Lucky Dog, part of the Dream Team on CBS.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. In just a few short weeks with Eric, Leo has mastered the 6 classic cues, earning his silver training medal in the process. With the basics behind them, Eric shifts their focus toward the specific needs of the Romer family. Because the Roamers have 48 steps leading up to their home, Eric acclimates Leo to stairs.
I want to make sure that Leo is comfortable around steps, especially with that amount of steps. Luckily, he's actually doing really well. His body language was loose. His tail position was great, ear position was great. So I wasn't really worried about him going up and down steps, so we were able to move through this pretty quickly.
To prepare for life with the Roamers, Eric introduces the dog to car travel, hiking, camping, trips to the beach, and boating. Leo easily adjusts to the family's lifestyle. And finally, Because the family wants Leo to be an ambassador for dogs at their shows, Eric gets him accustomed to being around kids and musical instruments.
Good boy.
As a special bonus, Eric also trains Leo to wave to his fans.
To teach wave, I offer my hand to the dog, and if they touch my hand, I say yes and reward. Yes. And I'm gonna continue to do that over and over and over again. Yes. That's good. The next step in this is moving my hand out of the way. I want him to miss my hand with his paw, yes, in order to create that waving motion.
As Leo gets the waving motion down, Eric slowly changes his outstretched hand into a wave.
Yes. This isn't something I normally teach dogs. This is something that's very specific to the Romer family. It's just something that's going to be fun when they take Leo out to meet people, for someone to come up and greet Leo. And then when they're done with their conversation, they're able to say bye to Leo, and Leo's able to say bye back.
Say goodbye. Yes. Good job, Leo. You're so good.
Coming up,
He's a little apprehensive of bigger dogs. There could be some drama.
Walk towards Leo.
Leo meets his new brother. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Just a few weeks ago, Leo was sick and alone in the shelter. Now he's healthy, happy, trained, and ready to go to meet his new forever family. Which means it's time for Rashi to say goodbye.
Hey, Leo.
Oh,
Time to go?
it's time for him to go.
It's always tough for Rashi to say goodbye, but it makes it easier knowing that Leo will have a wonderful life. Say bye-bye to Rashi. Bye-bye. Yes,
Oh.
very good.
Oh, you're so smart. I'm gonna miss you.
All right, Leo, you ready to go? Good boy.
Bye-bye, Leo.
Eric and Leo head off to the Romer house.
We were just spending our time out on the deck, enjoying the nice weather this morning. And all of a sudden, a knock on the door, and there was Eric.
Look who it
Leo!
is.
Eric,
Hey,
how are you? Come on in. The girls are outside.
Okay, let's go.
Look who dropped by.
We walk out, and they were overjoyed, I would say, meeting Leo for the first time, and I think Leo was overjoyed meeting them.
They just couldn't believe it that this was going to be their dog. They were just so happy.
He's just perfect in every way. I thought his spots were adorable. Yeah.
Loves the attention.
Yeah.
What do you think, Leo?
It just was the perfect dog. It was everything we would imagine that we would want, and it was right there in front of us. Oh, yes, I know. I thought the kids were gonna fall over. It was like their dreams came true right then.
I can't believe he's here. You're so cute. We've been waiting for you.
So where's your other dog, Sketch?
Oh, he's upstairs.
Let's go ahead and get him on leash, and we'll meet across the street.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's go.
Come on, let's do it.
Leo's pretty comfortable with other dogs, but I don't know how Sketch is going to do, so I'm paying attention to Sketch's body language. Sketch is okay with it. You'll just walk towards Leo.
I was a little bit apprehensive about their first meeting because Sketch can be sketchy.
He's a little apprehensive of bigger dogs. There's always a chance that there could be some drama.
What this is doing is letting Sketch investigate Leo without Sketch being overwhelmed, which is why I'm treating Leo, but it also makes a positive experience for Leo. Every time Sketch comes over to greet, he gets rewarded.
With one sniff, he seemed to be just fine.
Over the next few weeks, Eric works to acclimate Leo and Sketch with each other.
When we were walking, it seemed very relaxed. They were both enjoying the views and the smells, and there were no issues. So I think they'll be good friends.
Once Eric is certain that the match is a success, he decides it's time to give Leo his gold graduation medal.
You have your gold medal? Yeah. Look at that.
Yay!
I wanted to show the Romer family one more thing that we worked on, and that was Leo saying goodbye. Can we sit?
You go bye-bye? Yes. Bye-bye, Leo. All right, big guy. We'll see you later, okay? All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye-bye. All right.
5 weeks ago, Leo was in a shelter, hopeless, with some medical issues, and I'm so thrilled that we were able to find him his forever home. To go from that to what he has now today, it's pretty amazing.
I think Leo and Sketch are gonna be best friends. It's like having a new family member in the house, so I'm just excited for him to be around.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog. With a bad case of anxiety, this sweet Papillon Spaniel mix was being overlooked at the shelter until Eric rescued her. Petal could be the furry friend that one lonely Los Angeles transplant is looking for.
Now's the perfect time for me to get a dog. I work from home. I've kind of gotten my routine down.
But first, Eric will have to coax this shy girl out of her shell.
We'll start slow, all right? Start really slow.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
All right, Rosh, you ready?
Yes.
All right, can we sit? We shake. Oh, that's a good girl.
It's a beautiful morning to practice some social niceties.
Today's a fun day. I am working with Eric on teaching Choo how to do a handshake. Shake. Good girl.
She knows when you bring your hand down, she puts her paw up and touches your hand, which is the cutest thing ever. As we're doing this, Rashi got a text from the shelter.
Take a break.
Shoo, take 5. Take 5.
So they have a dog that just came in. It's a 2-year-old, a mixed breed, white and brown spots, 12 pounds. They think she might be a Papillon Spaniel mix. She is super pretty.
Oh, wow. She looks like a little giraffe.
Yeah, she does. She's a very unique looking dog. I'm actually surprised no one has adopted her yet, but they did mention that she's very timid and shy. I'm worried about her anxiety being at the shelter.
You want to watch Shoo and I'll go pick her up? Okay. All right,
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
As Rashi and Shoo settle down to relax, Eric heads to the shelter.
Hey, Petal.
He's greeted by an adorable bundle of nervous energy.
It's a nice waggly tail.
Can I come in? I'll come in. I'll come see you.
She might be suffering from anxiety, but Petal has an undeniably sweet spirit.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let's get you out of here.
Pretty quickly, Eric decides that Petal is coming home with him.
No place for little lady.
Before they head back to the ranch, they need to make one very important stop, the veterinarian's office.
Hi, Eric. Oh, hello. This must be little Petal. Hi,
This is
pretty
Petal.
girl. You guys are all set. Dr. Evan will see you in room 1.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Today, Eric brought Petal, a 2-year-old female mixed breed dog. Tell me about Petal.
Petal was a little shy and timid in the shelter. She seems healthy to me, but I want to get your thoughts.
Great. Let's take a look at her.
Dr. Evelyn begins by checking Petal's eyes and ears to make sure that they're healthy.
No signs of any ear infections. Her eyes look nice and clear. Hi, sweetheart. Can I look at your little teeth? Petal's physical exam revealed she has a little bit of tartar and dental disease. She could use a professional dental cleaning to take care of that.
Okay.
And her coat looks nice and healthy. I don't see any sores or scabs. I know you like licking, huh? The shelter mentioned that she was a bit anxious while she was there, and I noticed that during my examination here as well.
Dr. Evelyn checks out Petal's joints and belly.
So the joints feel nice and normal. I'm going to feel for any lumps or bumps. That all feels nice and healthy. Lastly, we'll listen to her heart and lungs. So I'm listening for any abnormal heart rhythms, any murmurs. That all sounds actually pretty nice and normal.
Yay, Petal.
Her lungs sound nice and clear as well. All in all, she looks like a healthy girl, but because she was living in a shelter under stressful circumstances, I'd like to recommend an immune support supplement called Immuquin. It can help support and maintain a healthy immune system.
Okay.
Let me get that for you.
Okay.
So for a dog her size, we would give her 1 packet daily. You can go ahead and mix that in the food.
Okay, great.
Any other questions?
Is she healthy enough to train?
Yes, she is.
Great. All right, Petal.
You guys.
Let's get started. Thank you.
You guys take care.
make sure to talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Eric and Petal head back to the ranch where a nice warm bath awaits.
Let's get some suds.
The little beauty doesn't seem too sure about the bath, but she handles it like a champ.
We're all done. Okay. There we go.
It's been an overwhelming day for little Petal, so Eric gives her plenty of time to get used to her new collar, which comes complete with a bronze training medal.
Let's try this. There we go. Good job.
Given Petal's anxiety, Eric knows she'll need some TLC.
We'll start slow, all right? Start really slow.
But as soon as they hit the yard, Petal perks right up.
There we go.
Yeah.
After Petal is given some time to explore the new space, Eric introduces her to a puppy playmate.
Hey, got a new friend.
The pair of pups hit it off instantly. Then Eric introduces Petal to another human, Rashi.
Hi, Petal.
What's that, Rashi?
Want to sniff? Hi.
Well, I think it's time to get some more dogs out.
Petal is introduced to additional playmates. And before long, she's up to her adorable ears in furry friends.
There we go. All right.
Petal's sweet nature and her friendly personality could be exactly what Franziska Pugh of Hermosa Beach has been looking for.
The last few years have just been a giant roller coaster. Moving from Michigan to LA, and then the pandemic happened, and all of a sudden everything is shut down and you don't quite know what's happening with your work. It's hard, and it can be really lonely.
After spending close to a year in isolation, Franziska is longing for a furry companion.
When I first moved to LA, my roommate had a golden retriever who I loved so much. When I moved to Hermosa Beach, I couldn't have a dog just because I had a studio and I was working a lot, and I think that there was a little bit of a hole to fill. Now's the perfect time for me to get a dog. I work from home. I've kind of gotten my routine down. I think I can really take time to get to know them and train them and build a life together.
Petal could be the pup that Franziska has been seeking. But before Eric can consider a match, he has to figure out what Petal knows.
Today I'm going to be assessing Petal's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking. See if I can lure you into a down. I quickly found out that Petal wasn't too knowledgeable about anything. All right, that's something we're going to have to work on.
Petal isn't too familiar with the next few cues either.
What about a stay? Yeah, that's not going to work. What about a leave it cue? Non-existent. What about a coming when called? Yes. All right, I'll take that one.
Next, Eric puts Petal on a leash to see how she does with loose leash walking.
That might be your best one. Petal had a lot of energy, jumping from bed to bed, and it was really fun to see her have fun. And it's not all about learning all the time, just like it can't be for humans. So excited. All right.
Now we know what we need to work on, okay? All right, let's go.
Coming up, Petal could find a new home with an active beach lover.
I love being outside, hiking and adventuring and exploring the world.
But only if she learns to love the great outdoors.
Looks like you're about to react.
Two-year-old Petal was getting passed over at the shelter because of her anxiety. When Eric first brought her to the ranch, she was timid and withdrawn.
We're slowly warming up.
Eric has taken it slow with Petal, spending time bonding with her and earning her trust. While Eric's been earning Petal's trust, Rashi's been searching for her potential new family.
I think I found one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a woman named Franziska. She lives in Hermosa Beach. She works from home, and she's also really active. She lives by the beach, so I think Petal's gonna love that since she has a lot of energy too.
What are you talking about? You don't have any energy, do you? You might be a beach dog.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down for a video call with Franziska.
Hi. I wanted to introduce you to my husband, Eric.
So nice to officially meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you as well.
We wanted to learn more about you and see how we can find you your perfect furry companion.
I live in Hermosa Beach and I work in advertising and have my own public relations firm. So I like to stay busy. I like to work and do marketing and business consulting and all of that fun stuff.
When you do have some downtime, can you tell us more about your hobbies and passions?
I love being outside. I love surfing and being out on the water and on the beach. just kind of exploring the world.
Do you live in an apartment or a condo?
I live in a studio apartment. It's rather small, but for the most part, I am always outside anyways, whether it's surfing, hiking, going on walks, traveling, that kind of stuff. We have a lot of parks around me, and it's a super dog-friendly community.
Sounds like a perfect space for a dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are there any particular activities you would like to enjoy with your new dog?
Yeah, cuddling for sure. I definitely want a cuddle buddy. Having a dog that I could take with me on road trips, on different adventures would be really, really awesome.
Cool, cool. And then I hear you're quite the rollerblader.
Yes. Yeah, I love to rollerblade on the beach as well.
Eric likes to rollerblade, so maybe that's something he can help Petal with.
Did you have a dog out here at all?
When I first moved to LA, I had a roommate who had a golden retriever puppy named Benny. I lived with them for about 1.5 years, and that was the most special time. We had to move apart, and so I haven't really seen him a lot or spent a lot of time with him, which has been really sad.
You've moved around quite a bit. I can imagine that's not the easiest.
It can be really tough, when it comes to your mental health. And I think I kind of miss having like my own best friend that I can just talk to and hang out with. I think that emotional support is sort of missing.
What would your ideal dog be?
A dog that is just caring and sweet. A dog that I can bond with. I don't really have any specifics, but I just want to find my best friend.
Oh, well, I hope that we can help with that.
We did just rescue a dog that may be a good fit. We're still assessing her temperament, but can I keep you posted on her progress?
Yes, please.
I'm excited to meet you in person and eventually get your new dog.
Yay! Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
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 Coming up, Petal ventures out into the real world.
As soon as I got her out to the sidewalk, I could tell she was a little tense. Let's hang out right here, okay?
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, in her short time at the ranch, timid Petal has finally started to relax.
Are you the cutest puppy?
Under Eric's steadfast care, she's become more playful and loving.
I'll just hang out with you all day.
Thank you.
Eric has also given Petal plenty of food and her supplements. Now it's time to start teaching Petal the 6 classic cues.
First thing I want to work on is the sit cue. And so I lure her nose right over the back of her head, and her natural reaction is just to kind of sit back. Yes. I say yes and reward.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. I think you got that. Can we go into a down maybe?
As soon as her chest and belly touch the ground, I say yes and reward.
Yes.
So now I just need to add some longevity to this, and I'm just treating her right when she gets down, and then I say yes and reward again as long as she stays down.
And can we go down?
Once Petal has a good handle on sit and down, Eric moves on to the next cue.
You look like you want to do some leash walking. Yeah?
Yes.
Eric starts by introducing Petal to a leash in the yard,
Job.
away from any distractions.
Doing a turn?
Yes. She's doing really well in the yard. Now I want to take her out to the sidewalk in the real world and see how she does. As soon as I got her out to the sidewalk, I could tell she was a little tense. I could feel it through the leash that her body was rigid. Every dog has their imaginary line. If you cross that line, they become reactive.
All right, is this your imaginary line? Looks like you're about to react. Looks like you're about to react. Let's hang out right here, okay?
I want to make sure that we start to modify that behavior. So I slowly start to acclimate her to different things coming by, whether it be squirrels, birds, people walking by. And as soon as she saw that stimulus, I would give her a treat to condition the reactive behavior out of her and to replace it with focus on me.
Eric repeats this strategy over and over.
Good job, Petal.
And by the end of the session, Petal is paying more attention to him than any outside distractions.
She's not there quite yet, but I'm pretty confident with what she's showing me today that we can get that behavior curbed and we can get her to a forever family.
With training well underway, Eric and Rashi take a quick break to look at photos of Franziska's home.
Oh, that's nice. Very beachy.
It is. She says she goes to the beach a lot, so that's going to be fun.
The home checks off all of their boxes, and Eric and Rashi are satisfied with what they see.
I think it's going to be a really good fit for her.
Yeah, me too.
Eric gets back to work.
We sit? Down? Yes.
And over the next few weeks, Petal masters all 6 of the classic cues.
Okay, Petal.
Her efforts have earned her a silver training medal.
Okay, good job. Congratulations, I know.
Coming up,
Come on.
Petal picks up the pace as she races toward a new forever home.
Good job, Petal.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. During her time at the Lucky Dog Ranch, Petal has taken significant steps toward conquering her anxiety and reactive behavior. She's also mastered the 6 classic cues. And that means Eric can now turn his attention toward preparing Petal for life with new mom. First, because Francesca loves exploring the natural world, Eric and Petal head out for a trek on some hiking trails. The little dog enjoys the adventure, and Eric reinforces Petal's good behavior. Next, because Francisca's apartment is just blocks from the ocean, and she spends lots of time at the beach, Eric introduces Petal to the sights and scents of the ocean.
Come on, Petal. It's beach time.
The little pup quickly proves that she'll have no problem adjusting to beach life. Finally, Eric decides to prepare Petal for one of Francisca's favorite beachside activities, rollerblading.
I know.
It's very exciting.
First, he introduces Petal to the rollerblades themselves.
You don't even care about these. That's good. It's just a rollerblade. Yes. Good.
Then he puts them on.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
After Petal gets used to this, Eric starts rollerblading slowly around the room.
Very good. Yes. Yes.
All right, want to get the leash on?
Now comes the test. How will Petal react to the rollerblades while on leash?
Yes. Good job. Good job, Petal.
All right, let's go this way.
Far from being scared or intimidated, Petal is having the time of her life.
We make a left turn?
Yes. Good job, Petal.
Good job. All right. You're doing great. All right, you ready?
Eric and Petal move to the street and add a little speed.
Good job, Petal. Come on.
Petal may be small, but she has no trouble keeping up with Eric.
Good job, Petal.
It's clear that Petal is enjoying this just as much as Eric is. Coming up, it's time for Petal to get her new life rolling.
Wow.
Good job, Petal.
Good girl.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. During her time at the Lucky Dog Ranch, Petal has made an impressive transformation. Now it's time for her to move on to her new forever home.
Came to say goodbye. I know she's going home soon, right?
Yeah.
Aww. She went from being this really timid, shy, and fearful dog from the shelter to so spunky and so fun. And to be able to see that over the weeks, it's been really incredible. Have a good life. Bye, Petal.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Once Rashi has said her goodbyes, Eric and Petal drive to the beach.
Today is a big day for Petal. We are going to be meeting Francisca on the beach, and I get to surprise her with Petal.
Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi, baby.
Kind of was love at first sight, and I knew that they were a great match immediately.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. You want to give her a treat?
Yes, please. Yes, good girl. She's so energetic and so loving, and her little spots are the cutest things ever, and she's so adorable and cute, and I love everything about her.
Eric shows Francisca all of the cues that Petal has learned.
She comes and targets your fingertips.
Oh, cool. Petal, come here. Good girl.
You want to take her for a little walk along the beach?
Yes, can we?
Sure.
As they walk along the beach, it's clear that Petal is thrilled, and so is Francisca. When they get back to the blanket, Eric explains how Petal has learned to walk alongside rollerblades.
Grab him. Let's
Oh my
go.
gosh,
I'll
right
take the
now?
leash, yeah.
And then it's time for Francisca to try it out.
Wow. Good girl.
You're doing great.
Yes.
Having proven herself ready for this adoption, Petal receives her gold graduation medal.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
You get your gold medal. I know, we've been working so hard for this.
Look at you.
Good job, Petal.
Look at you.
Bye, Petal. Be a good girl, okay? Bye-bye.
All right, Francisco, it's all yours.
Thank you for everything. My life has totally changed. I'm so happy.
My pleasure. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
I love Petal. She's come so far from where she started, and she's such an outgoing little dog now.
Eric and Rashi have totally changed my life. It's a match made in heaven, and I can't wait to go hiking and go to the beach and just share, my life with her. And
I think Petal is an amazing fit for Francisco. She's a big personality, and so is Petal, so I'm just really happy that these two paired up well. From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, a sweet 9-year-old terrier mix surrendered by his owners ends up in the shelter, sick with kennel cough and overlooked by potential adopters.
I can't believe someone gave you up. You're the sweetest dog in the world.
But with Eric's help, this gentleman could find a new home with a pair of British transplants.
We would like a dog that's a little older.
There's less people pick up older dogs sometimes at the shelters, so we wanted to give a dog a good home for, however many years they're with us.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Today, Eric and Rashi are volunteering at Muttville Senior Dog Rescue in San Francisco, California.
This is Wanda.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Wanda.
Muttville was founded by animal lover Sherry Franklin to address some very dire circumstances.
I was volunteering in animal shelters, and I saw the euthanasia of so many beautiful, wonderful older dogs. And so in 2007, I started Muttville out of my house, and we've rescued over 9,000 senior dogs.
Since then, Muttville has grown to include an army of devoted volunteers and full-time staff members.
Senior dogs have the hardest time finding a forever home, so Muttville is there to help them on their journey.
As soon as dogs arrive, they get the veterinary care that they need.
Hi, buddy. Ready for your exam? They've oftentimes not had any medical care, so our goal in our intake exam is to get them started on the right foot. Yeah, now you can go get groomed.
After each dog is bathed and groomed, it's time for their close-up.
We do photo shoot, and then they go up on our website with a bio, and many get adopted like within a week. It's pretty great.
In addition to their dedicated volunteers, Muttville also relies on the support of sponsors like Nutramax.
Nutramax has been involved with Muttville for about 3.5 years now.
They've donated supplements that we get to send home with our foster parents that then they send with the adopter as well to keep these dogs mobile. Dogs are always there for us, and they shouldn't be thrown away when they reach their golden years.
After a busy and gratifying day at Muttville, Rashi and Eric are about to head home when they receive a text from the shelter.
The shelter mentioned a dog named Harley, who is an owner surrender. He's a terrier mix with a respiratory infection. It's really cute.
Oh. I don't want him to stay in there any longer. Let's head back. Okay.
Once Eric and Rashi are back in Los Angeles, Eric heads to the shelter.
Hey, Harley. You don't look your age. Mind if I come in?
Thrilled to see a friendly face, Harley isn't shy about showing Eric some love.
So soft.
Eric decides almost immediately that this little old man is coming home with him.
You are ready to go. Let's go.
But first, they head to the vet to get Harley's cough checked out and to make sure that he has no other health issues.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. This must be Harley.
This is Harley.
Hi, baby. Tell me about Harley.
The shelter mentioned he's about 9 years of age, has dental disease, and then he came in with these giant mats in his fur, so it's just been a rough go for him. He also has an upper respiratory infection.
Oh, gosh. Is he on any medication for the infection?
He is on some antibiotics for, yeah.
Okay, good. That should hopefully take care of the infection. Well, let's take a look at him and see what's going on.
First, Dr. Evelyn checks Harley's ears and eyes and finds no signs of infection.
Let's look at your teeth. You don't like me looking in your mouth, oh, baby. There we go. He does have some bad teeth back there.
Okay.
Definitely is in need of a professional dental cleaning, along with probably extracting some of those teeth. We can take care of that once he's healthy to go under anesthesia.
Okay, great.
His coat looks much better than what you described. Harley had a little bit of irritation on the tip of his tail, something we call happy tail, when dogs hit their tail on different things for wagging it. But it looked like it was healing for Harley. Let me feel his belly. Feels nice and normal, no masses or anything like that. And then because older dogs can have joint issues, let me check his joints.
Okay.
Lastly, Dr. Evelyn listens to Harley's heart and lungs.
So heart sounds great, and surprisingly, his lungs sound clear even though he has that mild upper respiratory infection, so that's good news.
Oh, good. Good job, Harley.
Because he's an older dog, and older dogs can suffer from joint issues, I'd like to recommend a joint health supplement called Daysequin. It can help support and maintain healthy joints, and in older dogs, that can help improve their quality of life.
Great.
For his size, he would get 1 chew once a day for the first 4 to 6 weeks. Then after, for the maintenance, he'd get 1 chew every other day.
Got it, okay.
Any other questions?
Is he healthy enough to train with the upper respiratory infection?
I would recommend keeping him away from other doggies and probably having him recover for the next 2 weeks, and after that, he should be fine.
Okay, great.
Great. Hope he feels better.
All right, thank you so much.
Make sure to talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet.
Oh, good boy.
Next, they head home so Eric can give Harley a warm bath.
Ooh, does that feel good? All clean.
Clean and dry, Harley is ready for his new collar and his new bronze training medal.
There we go. Good boy.
While he's healing, Harley can't mingle with the other dogs, but he does get to enjoy the yard.
Hi!
He also gets to meet Rashi.
This is Mr. Harley.
Hi, Harley.
He's gonna be just hanging out with us for the time being until we get the all clear.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Harley is so happy and curious, it's hard to tell he's feeling under the weather.
He's not a senior dog. Are you tricking us?
That happy disposition could be just what recent British transplants Melanie and Eric are looking for.
My name's Eric. I live with Mel, my wife, in Huntington Beach.
About a year ago, Melanie and Eric moved from England to California.
We pretty much got the last flight out of England due to COVID. It's been a pretty rough ride, not being able to see our family back in England.
I have 3 children. I haven't seen them in over a year now.
Eric and I haven't owned a dog before. We've wanted to, but it's never been the right time.
We just bought a house here now, so it's all just perfect for us. An older dog would probably suit us better.
We feel really strongly about that.
Before Eric can even think about finding Harley a new home, he'll need to evaluate the dog's level of training.
Today I'm going to be assessing Harley's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking. Coming when called seemed to be okay. Sit was okay.
Almost. There we go. Now what if we go into a down? Okay, that's what we're gonna have to work on.
You can tell he was someone's dog because he actually walked really well on the leash.
That's not too bad.
And then as soon as we got to the stay,
we'll have to work on that.
And his leave it didn't happen.
I didn't think so.
So I have some things to work on with him, but all in all, I think Harley's a really cool dog and I'm really excited to work with him.
Coming up, Harley gets his teeth cleaned.
He'll have a nice smile going into his forever home.
Here's a health and wellness moment from Cosequin. Most dogs love to run, jump, and play with their human families. But as dogs age, this kind of activity can be hampered by joint issues. That's why Sherry Franklin and her team examine the senior dogs that they rescue, looking for signs of potential joint issues, which include limping, stiff and swollen joints, slowness in getting up after lying down, and difficulty climbing. If a senior dog displays any of these symptoms, a veterinary exam is recommended to help diagnose any medical conditions and determine an appropriate treatment plan. Nine-year-old Harley was sick with a respiratory infection and running out of time at the shelter. But after being rescued by Eric and Rashi, Harley is recovering nicely, and soon he'll be healthy enough to undergo a teeth cleaning.
I can't believe someone gave you up. You're the sweetest dog in the world.
After weeks of rest, relaxation, and bonding, Harley has regained his strength, and it's finally time for his procedure.
Now that Harley is all cleared by the vet, we have him scheduled for his teeth cleaning. He'll have a nice smile going into his forever home.
After a successful procedure, Harley heads home to heal. While he recuperates, Rashi and Eric sit down for a video call with his potential adopters.
Good to meet you guys.
We're so excited to get to know you guys. I'd love if you could share some more details about what you do for a living.
Back in England, we worked with homeless people quite a few years. I manage a service that supports homeless veterans.
I support homelessness efforts across Orange County.
What brought you guys to the US from the UK?
We got married and we were both kind of itching to do something new with our lives.
We had sold everything we owned, handed in our resignations, flew out here on the day of lockdown.
That must have been quite a trek considering the timing of it all. And did you have to leave any family back?
I've got 3 grown-up kids. I haven't now seen them since we left in March 2020, which has been the longest time that I've ever not seen them.
Do you have any family here?
My dad lives in Newport Beach.
He's got a little dog, so we're hoping our dog and their dog can get on because we still see them quite often.
Did you have any dogs back in the UK?
I did have a Jack Russell when I was younger, but I've never owned a dog as an adult.
The last dog I had was probably when I was around about 18 or 19. We were surrounded by dogs. We had 3 or 4 dogs always at a time.
We just bought our house here recently, so we feel ready to share that with a new companion.
Can you describe the community that you live in?
It's roughly about 1.5 miles from the beach. We do walk everywhere.
It's kind of living the Californian dream. We have a dog park in the middle. It's a very pet-orientated neighborhood.
What would your ideal dog be?
A smaller dog would fit better in our condo than maybe an older dog. We're getting on in our lives, so we're happy to have a dog.
Speak for yourself. I think we realised that a lot of the older dogs stay in the shelters longer because most people want puppies, whereas we're fine with an older dog. Hopefully they'll like walking and hiking and getting out and doing that kind of thing. Every time we see a little bike go past with either a dog in the basket at the front or one of the little wheel things, we went, there we go, that's how we can do that.
So is that something you'd like to enjoy with your dog then? Maybe one of the bike trailers or strollers?
We've actually bought a trailer in expectation because we think that will be more comfortable for them. The little carriage that we have converts to a little stroller as well, so we can take him on some of our 10-mile hikes that we end up going on.
All right, guys, well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Given what you've told us, we did just rescue a dog. We're still assessing the temperament, but can I keep you posted on the progress?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yes, we'd love to hear more.
All right, guys, such a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, guys.
Guys. Bye.
Bye.
Coming up, Harley becomes an A+ student.
You're moving through this. Good job.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Things are looking up for 9-year-old Harley. He has recovered from his respiratory infection and his dental extractions. He's also getting his joint health supplements regularly.
Good boy.
Now that he's back to full health, Harley is ready for some fun in the sun.
All right, let's get one friend out here.
He's introduced to the other ranch residents one at a time. Once Harley has logged some quality playtime, it's time to get back to work.
Today I'm teaching Harley the down and coming when called cues. I take a treat to his nose and then I lure out along the ground, and when his chest and belly touch the ground, I say yes and reward. Stretch out, yes. I do this over and over again, and eventually he starts to understand yes. The next part is removing that treat from my hand
and down.
And then I can introduce the word down.
Yes. Good job, Harley.
He's doing awesome with this. I can now move on to coming when called. I say his name, Harley, come, point my fingers down to the ground. He comes over and touches my fingertips. And he's doing great with this. I'm really happy with his progress. Ready to move on to the next cue.
With the training going well, Eric and Rashi take a break to look over the photos of Melanie and Eric's home.
It's a cute space. What's out back?
It looks like there's a little patio.
I'm sold. I think
All
it's gonna be a really cool spot for him.
I agree. I'll let them know.
Can we stay?
With that settled, Eric and Harley get back to work.
Okay, Harley. Yes.
In little time, Harley masters the remaining cues. As a reward for all of his hard work, Harley gets a shiny new silver training medal.
There we go. Good boy.
Coming up, Harley goes for a joyride.
Yeah, good boy.
Here's a health and wellness tip from Cosequin. Just like humans, dogs can suffer from many different allergies. And if your dog is hypersensitive to a certain substance, he might display symptoms like swollen paws, itchy or runny eyes, excessive scratching, or constant licking and chewing. Remember, allergies can lead to secondary infections. So if your dog shows signs of an allergic reaction, consider contacting your veterinarian for recommendations. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. The last few weeks have been busy ones for Harley. After overcoming some medical issues, he's made several new friends at the Lucky Dog Ranch. He's also mastered the 6 classic cues, which means it's time for Eric to prepare Harley for his new life in Huntington Beach, California. First,
what do you think of the beach?
Eric wants to acclimate Harley to everything that he'll encounter during beach trips with his new family.
Look at that. It's a big body of water, right?
Harley seems to enjoy the outing and the attention.
This is fun, right?
Next, because Harley's adopters want their dog to join them at the many dog-friendly cafes in their area, they practice walking in crowds, crossing streets, and visiting cafes. But there's no telling how Harley will react to the vehicle that his adopters plan to use when they take him on these outings. A doggy stroller.
I want to make sure that this is an activity that he will also enjoy.
All right, let's get in.
Okay.
So I gently place him in, doesn't seem to be bothered by it at all.
Let's get your seatbelt on.
There we go.
And now I'm just wheeling him around, and he's like, all right, cool. I'll be in this thing if I get some rewards.
Yes. Good job, Harley.
Now that he's comfortable, I want to see how he is in more of a public space.
Out in the park.
He's doing great. He's enjoying the breeze, taking in his environment, and he's getting rewards.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
With stroller acclimation behind them, Eric decides to pick up the pace, introducing Harley to a bike trailer.
Look at this. Then I add some motion.
Good boy, Harley. Good job.
He seemed pretty relaxed and comfortable, so the next step is hooking up the trailer to our bike and taking it out on the road. He was doing awesome. He looked like he was born into this, so I think he's ready to go to Eric and Melanie and enjoy that activity with them.
Eric is beyond pleased with little Harley's progress.
I knew you could do it.
Harley has officially earned his gold graduation medal.
Good job.
Coming up, Harley meets his new family.
He's so gorgeous.
He's been waiting for this day.
Oh, that's amazing.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Life at the ranch has been a whirlwind for 9-year-old Harley. He's been transformed from a matted, sick shelter dog to a happy, healthy senior. And today, Harley is going home with his new family. But first, someone else wants the chance to say goodbye.
All right, buddy. We're gonna miss you.
Say bye.
Harley had an owner for majority of his life, and they could no longer care for him. And I feel so grateful that we came across Melanie and Eric. I couldn't be more thrilled for Harley. I think he's gonna get a wonderful, loving home, a second chance at life.
All right, okay. I'll be back.
All right.
Let's go, Harley. Come on.
At the beach, Melanie and Eric are relaxing, unaware of who's walking up behind them.
Hey, guys.
Oh my gosh.
When I first saw Harley, I just fell in love with him. He's the cutest little guy.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think, Harley?
I can't believe it.
He's here.
It was just perfect. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous dog. Absolutely loved him.
He is so excited. He's been waiting for this day.
Oh, that's amazing.
Not as excited as us. Oh my gosh.
It was so lovely. He just kind of came and snuggled right in between us.
Would you like some treats to give him?
Me and Harley fit in perfectly. Both older guys, bit gingery, good appetites. She can't want for more.
I let Harley get acquainted with Melanie and Eric, and they warmed up to each other right away. Harley is gonna have wonderful parents.
All right, guys. I'll give you the leash.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye, big guy.
Oh, Harley, miss Eric. You have another Eric.
Yes.
There you go.
Another Eric.
That makes it easy.
That's great. All right, guys.
Bye, Eric.
Yeah, bye.
Senior dogs have such a special place in my heart. They're typically unwanted just because they don't have too many years left. And so I'm just so excited that he gets to go to this family because I think he's gonna have the last half of his life be the best years.
Eric and Rashi understood what we needed, and they matched us with little Harley.
Couldn't have wanted for a better dog. He's just perfect, just perfect.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, we interrupt this video conference, this vacation, this family reunion, and this day off to bring you 4 life-changing adoptions. Because no matter where or when Eric and Rashi get the call to save a deserving dog, they're willing to put their lives on hold and embrace welcome interruptions.
Come on, sunshine.
Good girl.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Every dog deserves a loving family. No one knows that better than Eric and Rashi, who've made it their life's mission to rescue and home as many shelter dogs as they can. No matter where they are or what they're doing, they're willing to drop everything to save a dog in need. That was never more evident than the day they finally got to enjoy some much-needed family time after a long year of COVID isolation.
Eric and I are bringing all of our little dogs to spend the day with my family. We are vaccinated and we've been tested, so I'm really excited to be able to spend some quality time with them. My brother Rohit is a resident physician at a hospital in San Diego, and he's been working in the ICU through a pandemic, and there's a big emotional toll that it takes on him as well.
COVID presented in a unique circumstance. It's a very challenging virus to tackle. It's mentally extremely exhausting. So being able to spend time hanging out with family and friends is very therapeutic.
Ro is a pretty big dog lover. He loves bonding with our dogs, so I'm just happy that he's enjoying himself.
Okay, who's gonna get the ball first? Who's gonna get the ball first?
We're having fun, we're throwing the ball, but then all of a sudden Rashi gets a text.
Hey, Eric.
What's up?
Just got a text from the shelter.
What's going on?
They have a dog that was found in an extreme hoarding situation. His name is Benji. He's 10 years old. He's 16 pounds. He's partially blind. He's missing teeth, elongated nails, and he has a lot of mats. Just from looking at his picture, my heart sank.
Sensing the urgency of the situation, Eric heads to the shelter where little Benji awaits.
Hey, how are we doing?
But first, Benji will need proper medical attention.
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
This must be Benji. Benji was in pretty bad shape. It looks like he was in a situation where he might not have been receiving the best care, which is sad to see. Poor little Benji. Well, I'll take a look at him and see what's going on and let you know what my recommendations are.
Great.
Let's see, little guy. Well, he seems very sweet.
Yeah, he's very sweet.
So let's take a look at his little ears. Gosh, this does look like an ear infection going on.
Okay.
So we'll take care of that for him because that can be painful.
Yeah.
It's okay, little guy. So I'll take a look at his eyes. He does have some cloudiness to his lens, which could represent some early cataracts. That can affect their vision for sure.
Anything wrong with his nose?
Just looks a little bit pink, like he
Yeah.
has maybe some allergies or skin condition that's going on.
Okay.
There's definitely a pretty significant dental disease going on. I'd like to have a professional dental cleaning procedure and have his
Sure.
teeth pulled. At the same time, we can take care of cleaning his ears to start to treat the ear infection as well.
Great.
Dr. Evelyn checks Benji's lymph nodes and suggests some antibiotics to treat his skin infection.
Let me feel his joints. Since he is older, chances are likely he also does have a little bit of arthritis that we have to try to manage for him. Boy, he's so sweet though.
Oh, he's such a sweet dog.
Then Dr. Evelyn checks Benji's heart.
So I do hear a very slight heart murmur, which is not unusual for older doggies.
Okay, is there anything we can do about that?
There are medications we can give them. You would want to watch for any breathing signs that might suggest his heart is bothering him.
Okay.
Do you know if he's licking or chewing at his feet?
Yeah, the shelter did mention he had been chewing a little bit.
Okay. So Benji does have some issues, but luckily we will get him scheduled for his procedure to take care of the ears and the teeth. In the meantime, I'm going to recommend a skin support supplement called Dermaquin. It can help support overall skin health.
Okay.
Based on Benji's weight, let's give him 1 chew per day for the initial 4-week period, and then we'll give him 1 every other day for maintenance.
Okay, great.
Because of his teeth condition, I'd like you to crush the little chewable and mix it in with his wet food.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you so much for looking at this guy. Hopefully we can
You're
get
very
him
welcome.
well enough to find him a family.
Absolutely. We'll get you guys scheduled for the procedures and make sure that we got him feeling healthy soon.
Awesome. Let's go, Benji.
Bye.
Bye.
Make sure to talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. With Benji's health plan in place, Eric takes the little dog back to the ranch where he'll begin his slow road to recovery. Over the course of the week, Benji undergoes dental surgery to remove his infected teeth. Then, once he's feeling better, Eric treats him to the ultimate indulgence, a spa day.
He's all done.
Oh, Benji!
After Benji's transformation, Eric and Rashi are convinced he'll make a great addition to a family. But finding someone willing to take on the responsibility of a senior dog isn't an easy task. After hitting multiple dead ends, Eric gets an inspired idea.
I know your brother was having a lot of fun with our little ones on the tennis court. What about him adopting him?
Honestly, Rohit's been through a lot this past year with being in the ICU during COVID. So yeah, I think it would be really good for him as well. I think it would add some joy to his life.
The next day, Eric and Rashi reach out to Rohit, and his reaction is exactly what they were hoping for.
Are you guys telling me that I could have a dog?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Whoa, I would love that.
I have something to show you. Let me see if I can call him over here.
He's already there? No way!
Come here, Benj.
But seeing Benji melted my heart. Just the smile, the wagging tail, the bow tie. Hi, Benji.
So he's a senior dog. He did have dental disease, so they had to extract his teeth. And he is having trouble seeing now and also a little trouble hearing, but I think he'll be a really good fit with you.
I think that's fantastic. I also have trouble seeing. You can see with my glasses. I also have trouble hearing. So same. We're practically twins already. No being is made perfectly. And I see this in the hospital all the time. But everyone has an equal right to be loved and be taken care of, and Benji is no different.
With Rohit on board, Eric works with Benji on the 6 classic cues.
You like those little soft treats?
Given his limitations, Benji won't master them all, but training still provides mental stimulation and bonding.
He's doing really well, given the loss of hearing and sight. He seemed very proud of himself.
Good job.
And I'm just happy that we're able to hopefully make his life a lot better than it once was.
A few weeks later, Benji finally gets to meet his new dad in person.
Hi, what's up?
Look who we brought.
No way! Is that Benji?
It was almost like love at first sight to see Benji.
Benji had 2 days left when we picked him up, but he's now a very healthy dog, very energetic. It's just really awesome to see. His future is super bright.
I'm grateful that they thought of me to be able to take on this task of caring for Benji, not only improving my life, but improving Benji's life at the same time.
Coming up, Eric jumps into action to save a gentle soul bearing the marks of a tragic past.
They found some scars on the head and neck, so they are assuming she may have been attacked.
Yeah, probably.
Eric and Rashi love nothing more than spending their weekends enjoying the California sun with their pups.
It's good for the dogs to get out, get a change in environment, and it's just something that we do to bond with our dogs.
You want to drive the boat?
I think he does.
But even on their days off, Eric and Rashi are always standing by to help other dogs in need.
There's a dog named London that just came in, slightly malnourished. They found some scars on the head and neck, so they are assuming she may have been attacked.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And here's her picture.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
Yeah. You mind if I drop you off and I'll get her?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, guys. Boat trip over.
Despite everything she's been through, London is sweet and loving.
Want to get out of here? Yeah, let's get you out of here.
Eric assesses London around people and other dogs and quickly realizes her gentle temperament could make her a perfect family dog. As luck would have it, the Ayers family of Carlsbad, California, happened to be looking for a medium-sized dog to fill a very large void in their life.
2.5 years ago, we lost Jersey, which was really hard for all of us.
I think for Lindsay, it was very difficult, and for her to see her daughters that upset too was pretty hard.
I felt like part of my family was gone, and I really missed her.
Gianna has written us so many papers on why she should have a dog.
Jersey was really sweet. She loved everybody she met. When Jersey passed away, I felt like a piece of my heart was ripped away.
Since Jersey passed, there's definitely been a void in our family. Definitely for Gianna, I know that every day she's just begging and wishing for a dog to fill that void that she's feeling.
Eric thinks London could be the right fit, but his biggest concern is making sure London is comfortable around kids.
I want to make sure that London is familiar with the energy they bring to an environment.
All right, kids. Who wants to come over and greet first?
Well, we have 3 children and their parents meeting us in our training yard today.
Good.
Whiskers.
She does have whiskers.
Her whiskers were very ticklish. They tickle my hand every time she sniffs and licks me. Hello, you're very big. London was very sweet and nice dog.
Once the kids have had their chance to meet London, Eric turns them loose to have fun and play.
They're doing a little bit of air guitar and sliding across the yard, which, hey, that's what kids do. And London's actually doing perfectly.
London was like an audience. She was just sitting there and watching us play. Even though the instruments weren't visible, I think she could see them with her dog vision.
I don't really have any concerns with her going into a house with kids.
After getting kid approved and mastering the classic cues, London heads to the beach to meet her new family.
Hey, guys. Do you mind if we join you?
Oh, hi. Of course.
I was very surprised when Eric just came up with this beautiful dog. I had love at first sight.
Jersey will always be a part of our thoughts, but we are looking forward to moving forward with London and having a wonderful life with her.
Coming up, Eric and Rashi cut short their vacation in order to save a 6-month-old puppy with charm to spare. Eric and Rashi never miss a chance to meet a dog and human that share a special bond. So while vacationing in Tampa, they visit with Air Force veteran Ryan Bodge and his service dog, Bradley.
So I was in service for 27 years. On one particular deployment to Iraq, we ended up having an attack and a rocket ended up hitting in close proximity to me. That rocket that hit ended up blowing me down to the ground, ended up perforating my eardrum.
Bradley has been able to help Ryan with his mobility issues as well as his post-traumatic stress disorder.
Bradley's able to reach him in a way nobody else can. He doesn't have to talk to Bradley. He can just love on him.
Bradley changed my life by always being by my side. I look at him pretty much 3 to 4 times a week, if not more, and still can't believe I have him.
But during their visit, Eric and Rashi receive an urgent text message about a 6-month-old puppy in need. Luckily, the only thing standing in their way is a quick plane ride back to LA. The next afternoon, Eric heads to the shelter to rescue Marley.
Hey, is this Marley? Hey, I think you're Marley.
6-month-old Marley can barely contain his excitement.
Okay.
He doesn't have to wait long before he's on his way out of the shelter. Because Marley is a social butterfly, he'll do well in a home where he can receive a lot of attention. And that's exactly what potential adopters Cindy and Michael Swain are looking to provide.
Really looking forward to going on walks with the dog and go to the beach, go to the park, and just full-on playtime.
Eric spends the first few weeks channeling Marley's boundless energy into mastery of the 6 classic cues. But his puppy curiosity could pose an issue in the Swain household. Because Cindy enjoys mosaic tiling, Marley will need to be trained on an advanced leave it.
I want to make sure that if these little pieces fall on the ground, that he knows to leave them. Leave it. As soon as those little pieces touch the ground, I'm saying leave it, yes. And as soon as he turns his head, he gets a yes and a reward. And go ahead and drop another piece. Leave it. Yes. And as time goes on, it's like clockwork. Piece hits the ground, he turns, he gets a reward. Yes. All right, he's got it.
Yeah.
Now, with all the pieces in place, it's off to Santa Barbara, where Marley meets his forever family.
Look who it is!
Marley!
Marley! I was so amazed to see how absolutely adorable he was. And I know that we're going to have a wonderful life with him.
Coming up, a day of celebration turns into a life-saving rescue.
There's a dog named Sunshine. She's really sweet looking.
Let me go pick her up.
Okay.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Over the years, Eric and Rashi have expanded their fur family. But today, they're expanding their family in a whole new way.
Hey guys. Today, Rashi and I are video chatting with our parents. We have a couple surprises for them.
This is Ella. She is a 10-month-old baby girl.
She's a new member in the family.
Hi, Ella.
We went through a very traumatic experience. We lost our 2-year-old dog, Estelle. We grieved a lot, but we also realized that we were really missing that energy in the house. We were missing a baby girl.
She has a broken leg, so we're just nursing her back to health, but she should be well over the next few weeks.
She's a cutie. So now you have another little girl.
We have another little girl.
We do.
And in fact, this wasn't the only surprise.
The big reveal is that we are having a little baby girl.
This time, a human baby girl.
I don't think our parents could be any happier. We are so excited to see them as grandparents.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
We're so excited. We really miss you. Can't wait to see you.
Love you all.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Bye. See you later.
But even in the midst of their own life-changing moment, Eric and Rashi are still willing to drop everything to rescue a dog in need.
There's a dog named Sunshine. She's a Chihuahua mix. They think she may be 2 to 3 years old. Here's her picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really sweet looking.
Let me go pick her up.
Okay.
True to her name, Sunshine lights up the room with her sunny disposition.
Hey. Oh, hi. Hi, yeah. Oh, you're a sweet dog.
And after a few days of watching her socialize at the ranch, both Eric and Rashi feel confident that she'll make someone a perfect companion. And it just so happens that aspiring fashion designer Juan Aguilera is looking for a new pint-sized muse to help him move on after the tragic loss of his previous dog, Angel.
Angel was special to me because I had her for 17 years, and I went through a lot, and I just felt like she was my constant companion and my best friend.
Do you mind sharing how she passed?
I was coming home that day. She was on a leash, and then I tripped, and she just went onto the street and was hit by a car. It just happened so fast. There was really nothing I could do about it. Unfortunately, it was just very sad.
I know accidents happen, and I'm really happy that he's been able to talk about it, process it, not blame himself anymore. That's really important.
I think it's time I gave myself a little bit of space to just process it all, but I think I'm ready. I want a new best friend, hopefully a Chihuahua.
Coming up, though Sunshine feels like a perfect match for Juan, she'll need a firm understanding of leash safety.
Juan went through some big trauma with his previous dog, and I want to make sure that if I can help prevent that, I will.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Eric and Rashi think their latest rescue, Sunshine, might be the perfect pick-me-up for a young man still grieving the tragic loss of his previous dog. But before Sunshine can go to her new home, she'll need a lesson in safety, specifically an advanced recall.
I want to make sure that whatever distractions are in the environment for Sunshine, that she reliably comes back to me and leaves those distractions alone.
Eric tempts Sunshine with her favorite toys.
It's a pretty special gorilla. Sunshine.
Yes.
And tests her in different environments.
Come on, Sunshine. Come on, Sunshine.
Once Sunshine proves she has the discipline and maturity needed for the real world, Eric takes the final step and introduces her to her new dad.
Hey, Juan.
Oh my gosh, hi,
going?
Sunshine.
Look who it is, Sunshine.
Hi. My heart was beating. I was just so excited to meet Sunshine for the first time. She's so cute.
Over the course of the afternoon, Eric makes sure that Juan is comfortable with each of the cues. Then, he makes it official with a gold graduation medal.
I know it's the last time I'm going to see her, but the future is going to be very bright for Sunshine. Let's just say that.
And despite the imperfect timing of these 4 rescues, Eric and Rashi are always willing to hit pause on their own lives so that other lives, like Marley, Benji, London, and Sunshine, get a second chance.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, Eric rescues a very scared and timid poodle terrier mix.
She's getting overlooked. She's just not in great shape.
She might be exactly what one family is looking for after mourning the loss of their previous dog.
We definitely want to rescue a dog that we can consider to be our family member again.
With a lot of love, a smidge of luck, and some specialized training, Smidge just might arrive at her final destination, a loving home.
Can't wait to let her know that she's loved and she can be comfortable here.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Today, Eric and Rashi are in Smithtown, New York, visiting Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind, a nonprofit organization that trains and places guide dogs with people who are blind or visually impaired.
Hey guys, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. So
Good,
nice
how are
to meet
you?
you.
We're doing well. So happy to have you guys here. I'm John Miller, President and CEO of the foundation. We have a 12-acre campus here right in the heart of Long Island. This is the main headquarters, and we have a lot of exciting things, so let's go on a tour.
Sounds good.
We're ready.
We have an administrative center which holds a residential dorm for clients who usually come in on a 2-week period and stay with us. We have a training center, we have a kennel facility, and then we have our puppy nursery. So the dogs are here on campus. They stay with us for about 8 weeks, and then they go out to a team of puppy raisers across the country until they're about 14 to 16 months old, when they come back here to get paired with their professional trainers. And then ultimately we start the matching process.
Guide Dog Foundation dogs are matched based on their size, their temperament, and the skills that they will be asked to perform.
And what is Freddie doing right now?
He is doing a task called rest, and it just kind of helps people focus on the dog as opposed to things that they're worried about outwardly.
Just getting to see the inner workings of the Guide Dog Foundation is pretty amazing. They have some amazing dogs there, and I'm just really heartwarmed by what they do.
The organization also has an on-site vet clinic where routine exams are performed.
Service and guide dogs are the athletes of the dog population, so having a good, thorough examination periodically is certainly very important.
Throughout the organization's 75-year history, over 3,700 guide dogs have been placed. And it's all been made possible by the many volunteers, donors, and sponsors like Nutramax Laboratories.
Nutramax supports Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind in providing recipients of dogs with the ability to get joint health supplements for their service dogs. We're asking those dogs to be of service for a long time, maybe even 10 or 12 years. And so to have those joints as healthy as possible for as long as possible gives them the maximum amount of years they can be in service to their recipient.
Well, thank you so much for showing us around, letting us meet the dog. The space is beautiful, and we're so proud of the work that you guys are doing.
Oh, thank you, and we appreciate you guys coming here. And we love your work as well, so you guys are welcome here anytime.
Thanks, John.
Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
As the day wraps up, Rashi receives a text message from a shelter back in California.
They have a dog that's 3 to 4 years old. Her name is Smidge. She's a poodle terrier mix, female. She weighs under 25 pounds. She just recently had a litter of puppies, and she came in all matted, so the shelter had to shave her fur. She's really pretty.
She's getting overlooked. She's just not in great shape. So we leave tomorrow to go back to LA, and as soon as we get back, we're gonna go ahead and pick her up.
Once the couple is back in Los Angeles, Eric heads to the shelter.
Hey, Smidge. Hey, you okay?
3-year-old Smidge is too fearful to get up and greet Eric. After taking some time to earn her trust, Eric carefully removes the dog from her kennel and escorts her out of the shelter. Back at the ranch, Eric gives Smidge a nice warm bath, and Smidge begins to relax.
There we go.
Next, Eric gives the dog a bronze medal, which she'll wear throughout her basic training.
There we go. You ready to go to work?
To ease the transition to a new environment, Eric first familiarizes Smidge with the empty training yard.
All right, let's walk around.
Once she's comfortable, he brings in another dog.
Who is this? Yeah.
And then another human, Rashi.
Hi, Smidge. She's so pretty.
Yeah, really nice coloring.
Yeah.
Eric introduces Smidge to the rest of the ranch residents, one at a time.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Hi, puppies.
While Smidge begins to let her guard down and play with the other dogs, Eric and Rashi note that she is on the timid side and would do well in a calm and loving home. And one particular family comes to mind.
My name is Denise Kim. I live in Rolling Hills Estates with my husband and my son, Nathan.
My name is Nick. I work down at the Port of Long Beach. I am a facility security officer.
I work at the ports in LA, and I handle the logistics of the containers discharging off the vessel.
The couple's 15-year-old son, Nathan, is a high school freshman who loves to play the piano and football. Together, the family enjoys road trips, bike rides, and going fishing. The Kim family previously had a 13-year-old Maltese poodle mix named Sam.
He was very, very close to us. He went everywhere we went, and wherever they would not take Sam, we wouldn't go.
Sam was special to us because he knew what we were thinking and we knew what he was thinking.
Sadly, Sam passed away a month ago from liver cancer, and his absence has been hard on the entire family.
We're used to having certain routines, and we don't have that anymore.
And Nathan was very effective because during the pandemic, Nathan had online schooling and Sam was right next to him every day. So now there's a big void in all of our lives.
The family is looking to rescue a dog that can help fill that void.
I know we could never replace Sam.
He loved us unconditionally, and so he actually made us better people. So we just want to continue that.
A dog that we can consider to be our family member again, where we could take this new dog anywhere and everywhere we go.
Knowing that we can have a dog again is a good feeling because we can fill up the void that was lost when Sam died.
Before Eric can determine if the family is the right match for Smidge, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today, I'm going to be assessing her knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Let's see if we can do a sit. Yes, that was good. You go into a down from there? No. Almost. We'll work on that. What about a stay?
Stay was non-existent.
Smidge.
No impulse control, so the leave it didn't work.
What about leash walking?
I don't know if she's ever been on a leash, so I have my work cut out for me. The good news is she is an extremely sweet dog, so I'm really excited to work with her and teach her these things.
I think we know what we need to work on. All right, let's go.
Coming up, Eric and Rashi receive an interesting training request.
I really enjoy biking at the beach. I like to get one of those backpacks where you're able to carry your dog in your back.
Here's a health and wellness moment from Cosequin. Labrador retrievers, like those trained to assist the blind, are strong, active dogs. But as they grow older, they can develop joint issues. And because healthy joints can make it easier for these dogs to rise, climb, and jump, it's important that their handlers pay special attention to potential signs of joint issues, including stiff and swollen joints, limping, slowness in getting up after lying down, and difficulty climbing stairs. It's also important to manage the joint health of labs by providing them with a healthy diet, watching their weight, and making sure that they get plenty of daily exercise. When a dog does exhibit symptoms of joint issues, a veterinary exam is suggested to help diagnose any medical conditions and determine an appropriate treatment plan. Eric recently rescued Smidge from the shelter. The Poodle Terrier mix was very timid, so Eric has been giving her time to adjust to her new surroundings. And Rashi has been working to find her a new forever home.
So what have you been up to?
I've been narrowing down some really wonderful families. I think I found the perfect family for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are Denise and Nick, and they have a 15-year-old son, Nathan.
Okay.
And they just recently lost their only dog to cancer. So
That's tough.
Yeah, that's really tough. I really think Smidge would be a great fit for them.
Okay. We may have a family. How's that sound? Yeah.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down for a video chat with Denise and Nick.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
This is my husband, Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tell us about yourselves and your family.
We live in Palos Verdes, and we have a son who is 15 years old. His name is Nathan. His passion is football. He also has been playing piano since he was 6 years old competitively.
We had a dog, Sam. He passed away last month. He basically did everything, went everywhere, wherever we went.
We went to like pet-friendly hotels. He went inside movies with us, dinner outings. So really part of the family. You know, we have a stroller for him too.
Can you describe the impact that's had on you?
It was devastating. It was truly, literally like losing your own child.
You know, after Sam passing, you know, you reflect. Dog spelled backwards is God. Unconditional love. And that's what he gave us. Yeah, he just made us better people.
Nathan being the only child, I think he really felt that he lost a brother, a sibling. He's definitely looking forward to getting another dog.
You could just tell from the stories they shared how much they loved their dog. They're looking to fill that void that they feel and add that energy back into the home. Can you describe your home and the community around it?
Sure. It's a 2-story home, and we're in a HOA community. In the middle is like a community small park. We go there to walk our dogs.
That sounds great. And do you also have an enclosed backyard?
Yes, we do.
Can you describe what you like to do with your dog and also what you like to do just for pleasure in general?
I like to go fishing and to beaches. The new dog can definitely join us just as much as Sam did. I really enjoy going road biking at the beach. I like to get one of those backpacks where you're able to carry your dog in your back.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We actually have backpacks that we hike with our dogs, so we can certainly steer you in the right direction there.
That'd be awesome.
So Denise, can you tell me a little bit about your hobbies?
I like to read, and Sam would just be with me the whole time. It could be hours. Yeah, he was definitely my cuddle buddy.
I do think that Smidge could be a good fit for their lifestyle. We did just rescue a dog. We're still assessing her temperament, but it seems like it might fit your criteria. But can we keep you posted on the progress?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Coming up, Smidge starts her first day of basic training.
Let's target these fingertips. Yes.
Three-year-old Smidge experienced a stressful time in the shelter. Eric has spent several days bonding with her and earning her trust.
De-stress.
Once he feels she's ready, Eric begins training Smidge on the 6 classic cues.
Let's target these fingertips. Yes.
All I want to get her to do is go from that coming when called into a sit.
Yes.
You're flying through these. Okay. Smidge, come.
Sit.
Yes.
Now she's coming to me when called, and she's also going straight into that sit. So she's actually created a default sit where I don't even have to ask for it.
Once Smidge shows good progress on the sit and come cues, Eric moves on to the down cue.
And I'm just taking a treat to Smidge's nose. I'm luring down to the ground and then slowly luring across the ground and to see if she'll kind of stretch her body out.
Yes.
Good. Yes.
Hi.
During a training break, Eric and Rashi drive to Palos Verdes to see the Kim family's home. Denise gives them a tour of the inside of the home, and then they head out to the backyard.
Looks great, especially for a smaller dog.
Yep.
I love the fence.
Yep.
I love that it's completely enclosed. This looks great.
Eric and Rashi give the green light on Smidge's potential home. Then, back at the ranch, training continues.
Smidge, come. Sit. Stay.
It doesn't take long for Smidge to master all 6 classic cues.
Okay, Smidge. Good girl.
To mark the achievement, Smidge is awarded a silver training medal.
There we go. Good job.
Coming up next, Smidge learns how to hitch a ride.
Good job, Smidge.
Here's a health and wellness tip from Cosequin. A dog's coat is a reflection of its overall health. And while regular grooming is essential, it's also important to pay attention to sudden changes or abnormalities. Things to look out for include hair loss, foul odors, matted or patchy fur, and visible evidence of fleas. If you notice any changes to your pet's fur, consider scheduling a checkup with your veterinarian. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Smidge has flourished during her time at the Lucky Dog Ranch. She's let her sweet personality shine, and she's mastered basic training. Now it's time to prepare her for life with her future family. First, because the Kim family has a piano in their home, Eric and Rashi acclimate Smidge to the sounds of a piano.
She was really fixated on the treats, and I think she really enjoyed my excellent piano playing. You got a tail wag?
Yeah.
Next, because Nick and Nathan want their new dog to go fishing with them, Eric acclimates Smidge to the fishing experience on both land and on sea. Eric has one last training request to accomplish.
What is that?
Preparing Smidge to go on bicycle rides with Nick.
Today I'm going to be acclimating her to a doggy backpack and then riding with me on a bicycle. And the first thing I want to do is make sure that she's comfortable in this backpack. I'm just treating her as we're doing this. I put the backpack on and she's doing great so far. So now I'm ready to take her out to the street and see how she does. I think she was meant for this. She could not be happier.
Good job, Smidge.
She's doing awesomely, and now I'm ready to show Nick what she's capable of.
Good job.
Coming up, Smidge takes her first ride with her new family.
Good job, Smidge.
Smidge.
When Lucky Dog returns. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. 3-year-old Smidge had a rough start in life. She came to the shelter visibly anxious with matted fur. Now she's ready for the loving family that will give her the life that she deserves. But before Smidge leaves the ranch, Rashi has to say goodbye.
I'm gonna miss you. We really bonded with Smidge, and I am so, so happy to have found a wonderful family for her. Hi, baby girl.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Today is a big day for Smidge. She gets to meet her forever family. Nick answered, and I think he was pretty surprised that I was standing there with Smidge.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Who's this guy?
Oh my goodness.
Look who it is.
Hi.
It was amazing to meet Smidge for the first time. Her eyes were really, really mesmerizing, and
Yes.
just couldn't keep my eyes off of her eyes.
The first thing that jumped out about Smidge was her energy, her playfulness, and just she's so pretty.
I think she's super sweet, and she's a really energetic dog, and I'm happy to have her as part of our family.
Once introductions are made, Eric shows the Kim family how to handle their new dog.
There you go, and go to make a right-hand turn. She'll walk around you. There we go.
After working on the classic cues, Eric takes the family to the beach to demonstrate Smidge's backpacking skills.
All right, Nick, how's that feel?
Oh, it feels great.
When we first acclimate anybody to having a backpack and a bicycle, is first making sure that they feel comfortable just wearing the backpack before they get on the bicycle. And then it's making sure that they test in little increments, just pedaling very slowly with that backpack on, just to make sure they have their balance. Good job, Smidge.
Smidge.
He seemed to do really well with it, so I was really comfortable kind of not walking next to him anymore and just kind of standing to the side and letting him ride back and forth.
To have Smidge right behind me in my backpack, enjoying the breeze with her head sticking out. We just totally enjoyed our bike ride together.
Once Smidge proves that she's ready for the road, Eric rewards her with a gold graduation medal.
Good job, Smidge. You did it.
When Eric gave Smidge the gold medal, it's just confirmation that it was meant to be, that we are going to become family with Smidge.
Bye-bye, Smidge.
With the match confirmed, it's time for Eric to say goodbye.
All right, bye, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
You know, going from the shelter to living on the beach, I really couldn't pick a better life for Smidge.
When we lost Sam, it was just like a lost void in this house, and I'm hoping that Smidge is going to be able to fill up that void.
We just want to take her everywhere we go. I want to take her on my bike rides.
I can't wait to let her know that she's loved and she can be comfortable here.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog. The little dog that could is looking for his new forever home. He might be just what a recently relocated couple from South Korea is looking for.
We decided not to have children, so we decided to have a little dog.
But before Eric can go full steam ahead on the adoption, Choo Choo will have to learn to stay on track.
Choo Choo doesn't know much.
And Eric will need to brush up on his dance moves.
All right, dance off.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Okay, walk this way.
Today, Eric and Rashi are working with their client's dog, Baxter, on sitting when greeting guests.
Just walking Baxter on leash, and as soon as we get to Rashi, he has to sit and then wait for the attention. There we go. And there, come down, pet. Up, and hands away. Come down again.
Good boy.
Perfect. That's what we're waiting for.
A+.
With continued practice, Baxter learns that he'll only get attention when he's sitting.
Good boy, Baxter.
Good. Perfect. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
While we were working with Baxter, I got a text from the shelter.
Good job. Good job.
The shelter just texted us. They have a dog named Choo Choo that needs to be rescued. He's 6 months old. He's a 15-pound Dachshund Terrier mix. The shelter just doesn't have space for him.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna leave Rashi and Baxter and go pick up Choo Choo, which is the cutest name in the world, and I can't wait to meet him. Oh, there you are, Choo Choo.
Look how small you are. Yeah, oh, you're excited. Look at that wiggle. Okay, let me come in. I'm gonna come in, okay?
6-month-old Choo Choo is eager to leave the shelter.
You look like you're ready to go.
All he needs is a ride, which Eric is happy to provide.
I got you. All right, let's go.
The first stop on the itinerary is the veterinarian's office.
Hey, Eric. Is this Choo Choo?
This is Choo Choo.
You guys can go ahead and head into room 1. Dr. Evelyn's ready for you.
Awesome, thanks.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you, Dr. Evelyn?
I'm great, thank you.
Today, Eric brought Choo Choo, a 6-month-old male Dachshund Terrier mix. Tell me about Choo Choo.
Choo Choo was just taken in as a stray to the shelter, so we don't really know too much about him, but he seems pretty sweet.
Oh, he's adorable. Let me check him out.
All right.
So we'll take a look at his ears, make sure they're nice and clean. Look pretty clean and healthy. Look at his eyes. Doesn't seem to have anything going on there. Let's look at his teeth since he's a little puppy. Oh, look at those little white teeth, huh?
Those are some white teeth.
We're gonna look at his skin and make sure he doesn't have any sores or anything like that. It looks nice and healthy, no lumps or bumps. That's great. We'll check out his joints. He is a small breed dog, and sometimes they can have joint issues. Those actually feel nice and normal. I'm going to palpate his tummy to make sure I don't feel anything unusual or there's no pain or discomfort. That seems to be pretty normal.
Good job, Choo Choo.
And then let me go ahead and listen to his heart lungs and make sure that sounds good.
All right.
That sounds pretty good. I don't hear any abnormal heart sounds or any abnormal rhythms. His lungs sound nice and clear.
Good job, Choo Choo.
Overall, he looks like a healthy dog.
Great.
However, because he is a small breed dog and they're susceptible to joint issues sometimes, I'd like to recommend a joint health supplement called Cosequin. It can help support and maintain healthy joints.
Okay.
Healthy joints allow a dog to run, jump, and play. Let me grab that for you. For his size, he would get 1 chew daily for 4 to 6 weeks as we build up the levels, and then he would be on 1 every other day for maintenance.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Is he okay to train?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Dr. Evelyn.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch, Choo Choo gets a fresh start with a nice warm bath.
There we go. All right, let's go dry off, okay?
All right, Choo Choo.
Yeah. Look what we got for you, okay? Let me sit on the bed.
Like every lucky dog, Choo Choo is outfitted with some hardware, a bronze training medal.
Are you ready? Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, Choo Choo. You ready? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Eric brings him into the empty training yard where he explores his new digs.
Look at all this space.
Then he meets a new friend.
Say hi to Smidge. There we go. All right.
Choo Choo is also introduced to Rashi.
Choo Choo.
As well as the rest of the ranch residents.
Come on, guys.
Hi. Love his ears.
Yeah.
You are so cute.
Choo Choo receives a warm welcome and begins to let his guard down and play. He has the perfect combination of energy and affection that one couple in Los Angeles, California is looking for.
I'm Sarah. I'm married to DC. We've been together for about 4 years now.
I met Sarah in Korea, and then we married, and then we decided to move to LA.
Back in Korea, DC worked as a professional K-pop dancer.
When I go on stage, the audience make it screaming all the time. Feels like I'm a famous star or something like that. It was fun.
But now he makes his living as a personal trainer and martial artist.
I train sword fighting, and then I train kickboxing, and then I do nunchuck.
Sarah is an aspiring fashion designer who currently works in retail.
I work at a company that helps retailers reduce returns.
The couple enjoys hiking, swimming, dancing, exercising, and going to the beach. They both had dogs growing up, and the pandemic has reminded them how much they miss having that company. But before Eric can determine if the couple is a good match for Choo Choo, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today, I'm going to be assessing Choo Choo's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Eric begins with the sit cue.
Oh, almost.
But Choo Choo has other ideas.
Choo Choo.
Choo Choo, let's just say, doesn't know much.
Try some leash walking? We're gonna need to work on that. It's okay. All right, big guy, I'm not even gonna try that stay cue. I think we're gonna need to work on everything, okay?
It's expected. He's a really young dog, and I am just excited to kind of mold him into this awesome dog.
Coming up, Eric and Rashi receive an unusual training request.
If dog can train with me, dog can watch me when I do push-up and bark, and then I go 2 push-up and...
Eric recently rescued 6-month-old Choo Choo from the shelter. He's been giving the little Dachshund Terrier mix time to acclimate to the ranch. And Rashi has been searching for a potential family for him.
I just had the best phone call with a couple that is looking for a dog just like Choo Choo.
Okay.
Sarah and DC, they recently moved from Korea. I could tell how important it was for them to get a dog. I really couldn't think of a better match.
Oh, okay.
Yay, Choo Choo!
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to video chat with Sarah and DC.
Hi, guys.
And
Hey! We're just really excited to get to know you both. Can you tell me more about your home?
We actually live in a big apartment complex. It's very accommodating to pets. There's a dog park. There's even like a dog washing station.
When you guys aren't working, what do you like to do in your spare time?
We like to do hiking, going to the beach, to do dancing. DC used to be a professional dancer.
We want to hear more about the dancing.
in Korea, I worked entertainment industry 25 years. I worked with the 90s K-pop girls.
That's incredible. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. All right. Dance off.
All right.
No one can beat these moves. So what type of dog are you looking for?
We're looking for a fairly like a smaller dog, maybe 10 to 20 pounds that we can take everywhere.
If dog can train with me, it'll be great. Dog can watch me when I do push-up and bark. And then I go 2 push-up and work.
I don't expect Choo Choo pumping that iron anytime soon, but he can certainly watch.
DC loves to cook, so the couple's ideal dog will need good kitchen manners. DC also cleans and vacuums every day.
DC is the husband I will never be, but I think I can get some brownie points if I start to vacuum around the house and acclimate Choo Choo to it.
So I know you guys mentioned that you both grew up with animals. Was there one in particular that you bonded really well with?
I would say it would be my puggle, Coco. I've had her for about 8 years and we grew together, really.
I had dogs most of my life.
Growing up, DC had a German Shepherd that he was really close with.
I still miss him. It's good though. It's really great and smart and strong.
After speaking with DC and Sarah, I really felt their need for a companion. I'm really excited to help them.
We actually just rescued a dog that could be a really good fit for you guys. We're still assessing the temperament, but can I keep you guys posted on how it's going?
Oh yeah, we can't wait to meet him.
Thank you so much.
Our
Please,
pleasure.
As soon as possible.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Talk to you soon.
Coming up, Choo Choo's training goes off the rails.
Choo Choo. When getting Choo Choo out into our side yard, I noticed that he was very timid and almost skittish.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might. Six-month-old Choo Choo has been chugging along at the ranch. He's become acclimated to his new surroundings thanks to several bonding sessions with Eric.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's also received his joint health supplements along the way.
Good job. Let's go. Today I'm going to be working with Choo Choo in our indoor training space on sit and down. I have a bed, lure him onto the bed, lure over the top of his head, and he was able to sit back. Yes. The only problem is every time he got a treat, he would just pop right back up. So I started to load him up after I got him into a sit. Good. And I'm just treating rapid fire. I was also able to lure him into a down position. Yes.
Once Choo Choo shows progress on the sit and down cues, Eric moves on to the come cue.
Now, when getting Choo Choo out into our side yard, I noticed that he was very timid and almost skittish. So right now, I just want to get him to come to me and be rewarded for that. Come here. And I'm just treating him as he comes around me. It's a great way to build trust for a dog.
As Choo Choo gains confidence, Eric starts to move around.
I'm gonna walk around, okay?
After playing follow the leader for a while, Choo Choo begins to target Eric's fingertips.
Yes. Look at you targeting. That's great.
During a training break, Eric and Rashi review photos of Sarah and DC's apartment.
Here's a nice little balcony area. You can see Choo Choo hanging out here.
There's a little bed.
Yeah. Here's the gym area.
Yeah.
Bedroom, nice and spacious. I think this is the office area. And here's our living space.
Oh, it's nice and cozy.
Yeah,
Choo Choo.
it's a good size for Choo Choo.
Yeah. Leave it.
Once the prospective adopter's home receives a green light from Eric and Rashi, Choo Choo's training continues.
Okay, Choo Choo.
And the young pup soon masters all 6 classic cues. Choo Choo's hard work earns him some new hardware, a silver medal.
There we go. Yeah. All right, Choo Choo, you ready? Let's go.
Coming up next, Choo Choo hits a few speed bumps during training.
Choo Choo did back away a little bit.
All right, Choo Choo. Let's get this nice and clean.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Choo Choo flew through basic training. Now that he's mastered the 6 classic cues, it's time to work on skills that will prepare him for life with Sarah and DC.
Sit. Today I'm going to be working with Choo Choo on his puppy push-ups. DC has mentioned to me that he would love it if his new dog could partake in his exercise. All we're doing is getting a dog to sit and then go to a down.
Yes.
And then back up to a sit and then back to a down. Sit. And what it does is it creates kind of a push-up motion.
Good job.
And he's doing great with this. So I'm just really excited now to perfect it and show DC what Choo Choo's capable of.
Oh, so good.
Next, Eric takes Choo Choo's training inside.
DC loves to clean the home often. And in this case, because I'm gonna be acclimating Choo Choo to a vacuum, Rashi gets some free services.
What is this?
First thing I wanna do with Choo Choo is get him used to just the vacuum being in the environment. The next thing I wanna do is just turn it on really quick and then turn it off. I noticed that Choo Choo did back away a little bit, which is why I only turn it on for a second and then turn it off. Yes, and then we're treating as this happens.
Good boy.
And I start to load him up with treats as the vacuum stays on for longer periods of time. This is where a dog will typically become reactive. And so it's really important to treat heavily during this point in the exercise, just to make sure that you have their focus on you rather than the vacuum.
All right, Choo Choo. Let's get this nice and clean for Rashi. She's gonna be very happy with us.
I start to add movement with the vacuum. Choo Choo's doing great. He doesn't seem to be bothered by it at all.
All right, Choo Choo. Let's go tell Rashi what we did, okay? Okay. She's gonna be so happy. Come on, let's go.
Since DC loves to cook, Eric trains Choo Choo to stay in a bed while meals are being prepared.
Leave it.
He also works on an advanced leave it cue.
Yes.
So that Choo Choo knows not to go after any food that is dropped on the floor.
Good job.
And he did great. He actually left the cheese and he got a reward.
Finally, since DC and Sarah are very active, Eric acclimates Choo Choo to hiking and going to the beach. It's been a long uphill haul, but Choo Choo has chugged along and shown Eric that he's ready for his final destination, a new forever home.
You ready? All right, let's go.
Coming up, Choo Choo's adoption is right on track, but it could get derailed by some friendly competition.
These moves will be forever.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Choo Choo has proven himself to be the little dog that could. He's mastered his training, and he's ready to roll onto his new home. But before he can leave the station, Rashi has to say goodbye.
There we go.
Come here, sweetie. Oh, Choo Choo. He's such a great dog, and I think DC and Sarah are gonna make such amazing parents, and I know he's gonna have a great life.
All right, Choo Choo.
Going to a great home, buddy.
Yeah.
Today is a big day for Choo Choo. He gets to meet Sarah and DC, and they are going to be his forever family.
Sarah and I decided I want to go to park this morning. Then Eric showed up with Choo Choo. I wasn't that expecting. I was really, really, really surprised.
Look at
Hey,
you!
guys.
Look at you! Look at you!
Oh, Choo Choo,
what is this?
Here's your dog.
He's so cute. When I first saw him, he just had this angelic face, so I just fell in love with him. Love at first sight.
I like Choo Choo eyes. His eyes is something he's thinking. Oh, you're gonna be my son, okay? We can train together, work out together, eat together.
Okay.
He's very special. I can tell, I can feel it. He's special dog.
After giving DC and Sarah some time to get acquainted with their new dog, Eric demonstrates Choo Choo's basic obedience skills.
This will be sit. Yes.
Sit.
And then when he's in his sit, we can go down.
Yes.
I was really impressed that this little puppy can take all those cues really well. I can see that he's like really smart, so I can't wait to continue that training at home with him. Choo Choo down.
Yes.
Good boy.
Perfect. So then you'll say yes and then reward him with the treat.
Next, it's time for some push-ups.
Ready?
Yeah.
Down. Yes. And then back up. There we go. And down.
Choo Choo and me, I think we're gonna train together.
We sit.
It's gonna be fun.
Go up.
Okay.
And
enough.
I don't know if DC was ready for those push-ups, but Choo Choo was just up and down, and I think he could have gone all day.
Eric and DC have one last piece of business to address. A dance-off, judged by Choo Choo.
What was that?
DC, I think, was a little bit better than me. These moves will be forever.
After evaluating their dance moves, Choo Choo picks a winner.
So, well played, DC.
I think DC went very light on him, but this was my favorite part.
But the ultimate winner today is Choo Choo, who has earned himself a gold graduation medal.
All right. There we go, Choo Choo. Good job, big guy.
When Eric gave Choo Choo the gold medal, I felt like a proud mama. I mean, I couldn't be more happier and proud for my little new boy.
Well, he's all yours.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Choo Choo.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Choo Choo is now the conductor of his own life, and he has a loving family, and I couldn't be happier for everyone.
Now that we're a family, we're gonna hang out with him, we're gonna watch movies with him, we'll dance with him, and we'll just be a great family together.
When I saw the Choo Choo's eyes, I didn't make tears, but just, something emotional.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, a 6-month-old Beagle Terrier mix is jumping at the chance to have a family.
Thank you. Best puppy kisses.
He might be exactly what a couple is looking for after a year marred by tragedy.
My mother passed away from cancer. My dad died 6 months later. And then a few months later, my cousin Steph died.
But their hobbies could stand in the way of the safe placement of an energetic young puppy.
Leave it. I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Today, Eric and Rashi are in Tampa, Florida, visiting with Air Force veteran Ryan Bodge and his service dog, Bradley.
So I was in service for 27 years. On one particular deployment to Iraq, we ended up having an attack, and a rocket ended up hitting in close proximity to me. That rocket that hit ended up blowing me down to the ground, ended up perforating my eardrum. Someone in my chain of command, which I'm thankful for it, said, "You need to go to the doc." So they did some brain scans, and they were able to tell me that I had some damage.
Ryan now has mobility issues, which Bradley helps him with.
Bradley's able to reach him in a way nobody else can. He doesn't have to talk to Bradley. He can just love on him.
Bradley can retrieve a lot of items for me, everything from keys, remote, water out of a refrigerator. He can open doors, close doors. If I'm sitting on the floor or a low stance, I can put almost all my body weight on his back and I can get up.
Bradley also helps Ryan with his post-traumatic stress disorder. Whenever Ryan displays anxiety, such as wringing his hands or bouncing his knee, a simple nudge from Bradley helps him refocus his thoughts.
Bradley changed my life by always being by my side. I look at him pretty much 3 to 4 times a week, if not more, and still can't believe I have him.
Ryan received Bradley from Valor Service Dogs, a nonprofit organization that places service dogs with wounded veterans and first responders.
All of the dogs go through 1.5 to 2 years of training where they learn things like opening and closing doors, getting water out of a refrigerator, recognizing signs of anxiety. Some dogs can learn to pull wheelchairs, retrieve items if somebody has dropped something.
Learning more about Valor service dogs, I have even more respect for what these trainers do, getting these dogs ready for people that are in absolute need of this help.
The program is possible because of donors, volunteers, and sponsors like Nutramax Laboratories.
Nutramax donates joint health supplements to each of our dogs, and they support us financially by sponsoring a dog a year. We put a lot of strain on a mobility dog, and so it's imperative that we keep them as healthy as possible in their joints so that they can work for 10 or 11 years.
They are doing a lot of complicated activities with their handlers. They have to have very healthy muscles and joints to be able to perform those tasks for the lifetime of their service.
Joint health issues can make them less willing to do their job or make them slower in reacting to commands, and we really need them to be on top of their game.
After spending the day with Ryan and Bradley, Eric and Rashi say their goodbyes. Then, as they head out, they receive a text message from the shelter.
They have a dog that's available. His name is Marley. They think he's around 6 months or younger. It's a 17-pound Beagle Terrier mix, a male. Here's his picture.
All right.
They're running out of space at the shelter, so they really need someone to get him out.
All right, well, when we get back to LA, let's get them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next afternoon, Eric heads to the shelter to rescue Marley.
Hey, is this Marley? Hey, I think you're Marley. All right. I'm gonna come in. Hold on. Oh, it's good to meet you. Yeah. Oh, are you the biggest puppy in the world? Yeah. Do you want to get out of here? Okay, let me get a leash.
6-month-old Marley can barely contain his excitement.
Okay.
He doesn't have to wait long before he's on his way out of the shelter. Back at the ranch.
All right, Marley. Here we go.
Marley is treated to a nice, warm bath.
Good job, Marley.
Once the puppy is clean and dry, Eric gives him his bronze training medal.
There we go. Good job, Marley. Let's get to work.
Marley receives a tour of the ranch, starting with the empty training yard.
Yeah. What do we got?
Once Marley seems comfortable, Eric brings in another dog.
Who is that?
And then another human, Rashi.
Where'd you go?
He's a puppy.
Where'd you go?
Let's just sniff. Look at the new space, man.
He's so sweet.
Marley seems to get along with both humans and dogs, so Eric introduces him to the rest of the ranch residents one at a time. Marley is a social butterfly, and Eric and Rashi note that he'll do well in a home where he can receive a lot of attention. Eric spends additional time bonding with Marley, and Rashi gets to work looking for a potential home for him. Before long, she comes across a couple in Southern California looking to rescue a dog.
I'm Cindy, and I live in Santa Barbara with my husband, Michael.
We met like most people do nowadays online. It was like pretty much love at first sight.
Michael and Cindy are an active couple. They enjoy hiking, riding bicycles, and walking along the beach. Cindy is very creative and loves playing the guitar and making mosaics. Michael is a retired contractor and keeps busy with home improvement projects. The past couple of years have been tough. It started when the wellness retreat that Cindy works at was destroyed by a mudslide.
The year after the mud flow, my mom passed away from cancer in January, and then my dad had dementia. And 6 months later, he passed away. In November, my cousin Steph passed away, and she had been struggling with cancer that went away, came back.
After all of the heartbreak, Michael and Cindy are ready to experience the love and joy that a dog brings.
It's going to get us out of the house. I'm really looking forward to going on walks with the dog and go to the beach, go to the park, and just full-on playtime.
Come on, Marley.
Before Eric can determine if Michael and Cindy are a good match for Marley, he'll have to do an assessment.
Oh, wow, you are hyper.
Today I'm going to be assessing Marley's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
What about a sit? Do you think we have enough patience for a sit?
That's a no. What about a down?
A little bit. Not quite, though.
Not quite. All right.
What about a little leave it?
Oh, yeah, didn't think so. Marley's a puppy. Marley knows absolutely nothing. It's gonna be really fun to see how he retains the information that we're gonna be giving him and to mold him into the puppy that we'd like him to be.
Yeah.
Coming up, an adopter's hobby presents a unique challenge.
I wanna make sure that if these little pieces fall on the ground, that he knows to leave them. Leave it.
Here's a health and wellness moment from Cosequin. Large breed dogs like labs and shepherds that are frequently used as service dogs require healthy joints to perform their duties effectively. Because of this, it's important that their handlers pay special attention to potential signs of joint issues, including stiff and swollen joints, limping, slowness in getting up after lying down, and difficulty climbing stairs. It's also important that owners of large breed dogs manage their dog's joint health by providing them with a healthy diet, watching their weight, and making sure that they get plenty of daily exercise. At the first sign of a joint issue, schedule a visit with your veterinarian to help diagnose any medical conditions and determine an appropriate treatment plan for your dog. It hasn't taken long for 6-month-old Marley to fit right in at the ranch. Eric has spent a lot of time playing and bonding with him. And Rashi has been working on finding him a family.
I just got off the phone with a couple that I think will be perfect for Marley. They are looking for a puppy and they have time to spend and devote to a puppy.
Okay, great. Did you hear that, Marley? Maybe get a family.
Yay!
Has a lot of patience.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to chat with Michael and Cindy.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. We're really excited to get to know you guys more. Tell us more about what you do for a living.
Well, I'm actually a retired contractor. I've been retired for a couple of years.
I'm the director of a retreat center, which is in Montecito, California.
Cindy, can you give me a little bit more detail about your last couple of years?
In 2018, there was a mud flow in Montecito, and the retreat center lost 9 of the 16 buildings, 14 acres of our property. So we're in the process of rebuilding. And then following that, my mother passed away from cancer, and then my dad died 6 months later. And then a few months later, my cousin Steph died.
It's like I never thought I'd be able to handle the loss of my mom and my dad. And then my cousin, too, who I adored my cousin.
Given all the loss she's experienced, I can understand the need for a companion and a dog.
There's a beautiful picture behind you guys. Are you into art?
I am. We are. That's mine. I made it. I do mosaic tiling. As a matter of fact, Michael made the board for it.
So Cindy, can you tell me a little bit more about your home?
It's a relatively small house. It's all 1 story, a 2-bedroom house. We have a very tall hedge that surrounds most of the property, and it's all fenced in with the neighbor.
Can you tell me what type of dog you're looking for?
Well, ideally, I think we would like a puppy less than a year old. I really wanted like an outdoor kind of a dog that I could go for a walk on the beach.
We did rescue a dog recently, and I think that he may be a good fit for you. We're still gonna assess his temperament and make sure that we're going in the right direction, but we'll keep you posted. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Fabulous.
Very excited.
Yeah.
I was so excited when I heard Eric and Rashi might have found a dog.
All right, guys. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you. I hope to talk to you really soon and keep you posted, okay?
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Coming up next, Eric has his work cut out for him.
I noticed when I was trying to lure a treat over his head, he didn't really want to sit on to the grass.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Marley, a 6-month-old Beagle Terrier mix, has brought a lot of fun energy to the ranch. Eric has spent several days playing and bonding with him.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Best puppy kisses.
Eric now thinks the pup is ready to begin training on the 6 classic cues.
Today I'm working with Marley on sit. I noticed when I was trying to lure a treat over his head, he didn't really want to sit on to the grass. So I brought a big plush bed out, which Makes it a little easier. Look at this. They'll sit on this cushioned bed, and when you do lure the treat, they get a little off balance, and to get themselves back on balance, they'll sit back. Yes. And I would mark with yes, and then treat. He was very consistently sitting back. I then took the insert of the bed out just to make it a little less cushioned. Yes. Then I worked my way down to a bed for a crate. Yes. With working on it consistently, he was able to actually sit back on this mat. Yes.
Over the next few days, Eric continues to work with Marley on the sit cue.
And eventually, I'm able to morph that lure into the hand signal for sit. Yes, good. Once he's consistently doing that, I'm actually able to introduce the word sit. Can we sit? Yes. And he's doing great. I'm really proud of him.
Eric then transitions into the down cue.
As his belly and chest touch the ground, I say yes and reward. Yes. Good job. Yes. And now he's a smart enough dog to where he starts to anticipate. So as soon as my hand goes up, he starts to go down. Down. Yes. Good job, Marley. Now it's just going to be consistency. Down. Yes. Good job, Marley.
During a training break, Eric and Rashi head to Santa Barbara to tour Michael and Cindy's home to make sure it's a safe place for a dog.
How are you? Come on in.
Cindy was kind enough to show us around the house. All in all, the environment seems great. I'm just really excited for Marley to come into this type of circumstance.
Over the next few weeks, Eric continues training.
Come.
Marley is eager to learn.
Leave it.
And soon masters the other cues.
Yes.
To mark his achievement of passing basic training, Marley is awarded a silver medal.
Okay. Good job, Marley. Good boy.
Coming up, Marley faces a whole new set of training challenges. Here's a health and wellness tip from Cosequin. Just like humans, dogs can experience boredom. So to make sure that your furry friend stays mentally stimulated, increase the amount of daily exercise that your dog gets. Provide your pet with fun, challenging, and healthy treat-filled toys. Take more frequent trips to the dog park or arrange play dates for your dog. And consider enrolling your best friend in a dog agility class. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Marley.
6-month-old Marley has used his boundless energy to master all 6 classic cues. He's now ready to move on to more advanced training. Since his potential adopters, Michael and Cindy, love to hike, Eric conditions Marley to hiking. Michael and Cindy also live 5 minutes from the ocean, so Eric introduces Marley to beach life. Next, one of Cindy's hobbies inspires Eric to work with Marley on an advanced Leave It cue.
Cindy has mentioned that she loves to create mosaic artwork. I want to make sure that if these little pieces fall on the ground, that he knows to leave them. Leave it. As soon as those little pieces touch the ground, I'm saying leave it, yes. And as soon as he turns his head, he gets a yes and a reward. And go ahead and drop another piece. Leave it. Yes. And as time goes on, it's like clockwork. Piece hits the ground, he turns, he gets a reward. Yes. All right, he's got it.
Yeah.
And since Michael works with a lot of power tools, Eric acclimates Marley to a variety of them.
I want him to associate these new sounds with something rewarding. So eventually when he hears these sounds, he gets good feelings. And just making the different noises while Rashi treats. He just was focused on Rashi, waiting for his next treat, and started to associate the sound with that treat. And I'm really excited over the next couple of weeks to see him grow from that and eventually go into his forever home and not really care at all that he hears these louder sounds. All right, that's what we were looking for. Nice and calm.
Did a great job.
Yeah, for a puppy, that was amazing.
Coming up.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the puppy.
Eric surprises Michael and Cindy with their new family member.
Look who it is.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Marley has grown up a lot during his time at the ranch. He's completed his basic training and is ready to go home, which means that it's time for Rashi to say goodbye.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Be a good boy, okay? Marley is a very sweet, special puppy. I can't wait for him to be able to bond with his new forever parents and just have a happy life.
I know. Today I'm going to be taking Marley to Santa Barbara to meet his forever family, Cindy and Michael Swain.
Michael and I were just sitting outside and relaxing, and all of a sudden Eric walked in with Marley. Oh my gosh! Hi,
Hey.
Eric. So good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
Oh my
Here's the
gosh,
puppy.
Look who it is.
Marley.
Marley. I was so amazed to see how absolutely adorable he was. He is the cutest thing ever.
The first minute that we put our eyes on Marley, we just immediately fell in love with him. You are so adorable. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you're the baby.
So Cindy, I know you mentioned this is your first dog, right?
It is.
All right. Well, how about we take a little stroll and I'll show you how to handle him.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the rest of the afternoon, Eric shows Cindy and Michael how they can continue young Marley's training.
I was very impressed with Eric, the way he handled Marley and what he's already taught him.
We're very excited that Eric taught the dog these specific cues so that we can reinforce them by doing them over and over again.
I got to show them how to handle bicycles, skateboards, and how to make sure that we're not overwhelming him in certain circumstances, especially for a puppy. All right, guys. Well, do you think you can take it from here?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Well, I have one more thing to give him. Because he's now yours, I'm gonna give him his gold graduation medal, okay?
Gosh.
There we go.
What a handsome boy.
There we go.
Now that Marley's adoption is official, it's time for Eric to say goodbye.
I know, thank you. Thank you for the kiss.
All right, guys, it's all yours.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks so much, Eric.
Oh, my pleasure. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Eric.
About a month and a half ago, Marley had no clue what it was to learn basic obedience and our 6 classic cues, and now I couldn't pick a better future for him.
I just think it's a great fit, and I'm thoroughly convinced that Marley's going to have a great life.
I want to thank Eric and Rashi so much for helping to train my little baby, and I know that we're going to have a wonderful life with him.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, a young terrier mix is alone in the shelter and displaying anxiety.
She's really timid and shy. I can only imagine how scared she is.
She might be just what the doctor ordered for a man coping with his own anxiety.
Being hit really hard with the pandemic, my anxiety has been through the roof.
Keep skating around.
The wheels are in motion for her adoption.
Good job, Paris.
But first, she'll have to learn to leave her worries behind.
I just want to make sure that these guys have the best life possible.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. It's a nice Southern California day, so Eric and Rashi head outside to take advantage of the weather.
Rashi and I have decided to take Winston and Estelle on a little hike just to get our dogs out of the house and get into nature.
Good job, Winston.
Good job, big guy.
Stella really enjoys just sitting on my back and enjoying the view. Winston really enjoys walking with us. And while we were on our hike, I got a text from the shelter. The shelter just texted about a puppy they found as a stray. It's a 10-month-old puppy. Her name is Paris. They mentioned she's really timid and shy. I can only imagine how scared she is, being only 10 months old. What do you think?
Guys, what do you think? Let's go get her, okay? All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Eric heads to the shelter, where he quickly finds Paris.
Hey. Hey, Paris. How you doing? You look like you're ready to come out. What do you think? Can I come in?
The 10-month-old terrier mix is happy to have a visitor.
Oh, thank you for the kiss.
Eric can see that she's anxious to be in the shelter, so he doesn't waste time in getting her out.
All right, you ready to go? Let's go. Let's go.
To make sure there's no underlying health condition causing her anxiety, Eric schedules a vet visit.
Today, Eric is bringing in Paris, a female terrier mix. I did notice she was a little bit shy and nervous as well. Hey, Eric, this must be Paris.
This is Paris.
Oh, sweet little girl. What is she in for today?
Well, I just picked her up from the shelter, and they did mention that she was having bouts of separation
Oh,
anxiety,
gosh.
so
Poor baby.
yeah, just a little timid. I mean, right now she seems okay, but I've definitely seen it, especially on the way here.
Oh, okay. So I will go ahead and examine her, make sure she's nice and healthy, and give you some recommendations.
Great.
We'll start off looking at her head. We'll check her ears to make sure she doesn't have any kind of ear infection, inflammation, any debris in there. Those look nice and clean. I'm checking her little eyes and make sure that they look nice and clear. No discharge, redness, or squinting. All of that looks nice and normal. So the teeth, we're checking for tartar buildup, any sores, inflammation. She does have quite a bit of tartar.
Yeah.
And can definitely use a professional dental cleaning in the future. All of that feels normal, no signs of inflammation or anything like that. She's a beautiful little coat. And we'll check her joints as well and make sure that there's no abnormalities there. Little girl. I'm gonna feel her belly just to make sure there's no pain or discomfort. She's being very good. Last thing we'll do is listen to her heart. Good girl. That sounds nice and healthy. No abnormal rhythm or any heart murmurs.
Good.
Lungs sound clear. So overall, she appears to be in very good health.
Great.
All in all, Paris is a healthy dog, but because she's been living in a shelter that can be stressful to dogs, I recommended a behavioral supplement called Soliquin. Soliquin can help support balanced behavior and relaxation.
Oh, okay.
It comes in the form of a chew. Based on her size, she would get 1 chew per day.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
Is she ready to train?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Evelyn.
very welcome. You guys take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch, Paris begins her fresh start with a warm bath.
There we go.
Followed by a new uniform, a bronze medal that she'll wear throughout her basic training.
Oh, there we go. All right, I got you.
Check it out.
To help Paris acclimate to her new environment, Eric first introduces her to the empty training yard. Once she's settled, he brings in another dog.
You guys make a good match.
And then he brings in another human, Rashi.
Hi, Paris. So cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Paris is introduced to additional ranch residents. She gets along well with her new friends, but she seems particularly attached to humans.
You just want to be held, don't you?
He's already attached.
Eric and Rashi make note that she'll do well with an adopter who is looking for a constant companion. While Eric continues bonding with Paris, Rashi uses her background in social work to look for a potential adopter. And a young man living in Los Angeles, California looks like a good match.
I'm Bradley. I'm from Blue Springs, Missouri. I grew up with 2 brothers, my mom, my stepdad, and we had 2 loving dogs. We had Gracie and Coco. Coco was a beagle, Gracie was a mixed breed, and they were the best dogs ever.
Gracie and Coco passed away a few years ago, and Bradley misses them every day.
It was really hard to say goodbye to your best friends growing up. You miss those cuddles and those kisses and those hikes and walks and playing.
Bradley moved to Southern California 5 years ago.
I live in downtown Los Angeles, and before the pandemic, I was a restaurant server.
The past year has been difficult for him. Being alone in quarantine and dealing with the uncertainty around COVID and his job has led Bradley to have anxiety and panic attacks.
I didn't know what to do. I did go see a doctor, and they recommended the emotional support animal.
Bradley hopes that a dog will give him companionship and help him get outside and be active again.
I really love a dog that's just ready to go out there and go on an adventure and enjoy life.
Before Eric can determine if Bradley and Paris are a good fit, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today we're going to be assessing Paris's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
What about a sit? All right, we'll work on that sit.
What about it down? Let's see if we got it down. It's okay, we'll work on that down. How about to leave it? How's your impulse control? Non-existent, it's okay, that's a treat.
Although Paris doesn't know any of the cues, she shows promise on the stay cue.
Yes.
Not bad. We are gonna have a lot of work to do with Paris. It's gonna be fun though, because she just wants to learn and please, and I think we're gonna have a lot of good times.
Let's go.
Coming up, Eric and Rashi talk with a potential adopter and learn how a new dog could help him.
My anxiety has been through the roof, and I really think the dog will.
Ten-month-old Paris was found on the streets as a stray. When Eric first met her, she seemed rather anxious, so he has focused on bonding with the dog in an effort to earn her trust. Rashi has been working hard as well, trying to find Paris a good home.
I just got off the phone with someone that I think is going to be a great fit. He in particular is looking for an emotional support animal, and I just know she just loves to be in your arms and in your lap. I think it's really going to help him, and I think she's going to really love the attention.
All right, well, I'm excited to meet him.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to chat with Bradley.
Hey Bradley, how's it going?
I'm great, how are you?
Doing well. We're very excited to learn more about you. What do you do for a living?
I am a restaurant server right around the corner from my apartment. It's a very convenient walk to work, so that's been great.
Tell us more about your apartment.
The unit itself is a studio apartment with a kitchenette, elevator, 5th floor. Not very large, but it's quaint and affordable for me.
You mentioned you're a restaurant server. That must be tough during this time.
Yeah, early March was when we kind of got the news that we were let go.
Why is now a good time for you to get a dog?
I think being hit really hard with the pandemic and losing my job, my anxiety has been through the roof. Little fits of panic attacks have happened.
I remember learning that I had lost my job, not having an income. I did freak out and had a panic attack. I didn't know what to do. I broke.
I did go see a medical professional, and they thought that it would be a good idea to get an emotional support animal to help those negative feelings and anxiety.
I am all for emotional support animals for people. ESAs can do wonders for the mindset, and it gives you a task. You know, you're taking care of something, so it gives you purpose.
I grew up with dogs, and I've loved them my whole life. I had 2 growing up, Coco and Gracie.
Unfortunately, Gracie and Coco both passed away a couple years ago. And living by yourself, you miss those cuddles and those kisses, and it's been hard with that transition without them.
Living by yourself in a time where you can't really socialize or even really see family, I do see the need for an animal that can give him some companionship. What kind of dog are you looking for?
Because my apartment is a little smaller, I really want a smaller dog. Great personality, loving, of course.
What are your hobbies?
Before the pandemic, I was more active with going to the gym. I was taking ballet, tap, jazz. I bought a bike. I bought rollerblades.
Bradley mentioned that he loves to travel down to San Diego or Palm Springs, and then he'll also go back to Missouri, Kansas City area and fly. So I need to make sure that he's able to travel with his new dog. We recently rescued a dog. We're still getting to know her, but I think it may be a good fit. But can we keep you posted on the progress?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
I'm really excited for this. You know, there's hope. You know, there's light at the end of this tunnel.
Coming up next,
you ready for this?
Eric puts Paris's impulse control to the test.
Leave it.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Ten-month-old Paris is adjusting to life outside of the shelter. To help ease the transition, Eric spends several days bonding with her. He also gives the dog her behavioral support supplements.
Oh, good job. All right, let's go.
Once Eric feels that Paris is ready to train, he begins work on the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Yes.
Eric starts with the sit cue.
All I'm doing is taking a treat. I'm luring over the back of her head. And once that little furry butt touches the ground, I say yes and reward. Sit.
Paris is a fast learner, and it doesn't take long for her to start sitting on cue.
Okay.
Eric moves on to the leave it cue.
The goal of leave it is just for a dog to lose focus on what you want them to lose focus on. You ready for this? What we want to do is make sure that she's consistently looking away. Yes. Every time I offer my fistful of treats to her, and then once she does that, I'll start to open my hand. Yes. Then we can start to add the word leave it. Leave it. Yes. Leave it. Yes.
Oh, we're so good. Yeah.
Paris carries her momentum inside as she learns the down cue.
Yes. And she's actually spreading herself out and going right down into that down position. And I say yes and reward. Yes. Good job. Then I'm able to start at that hand signals. Yes. And she just is doing great. I mean, she's really, really, really smart. And then I knew I was able to introduce the word down. Down? Yes. Good job, Paris. Down. So now it's just going to be repetition and consistency with her to make sure that it's going to be reliable.
With training going well, Eric takes a break to review photos of Bradley's studio apartment with Rashi.
It's as he described. She's a small dog, so I think this will work really well for her. Nice and cozy.
He lives in a very dog-friendly community, so I think she's gonna love that.
No, I think it's perfect.
Eric gives the green light on Paris's future home and resumes her training.
Paris, come.
Paris continues to excel. Not only does she come when called,
stay,
but she also learns the stay cue. Soon, Paris has mastered all 6 classic cues.
Yes.
She's graduated from basic training, which means that she's earned her silver medal.
All right, silver medal.
Coming up,
we're born to skate.
Paris gets a chance to step outside of her comfort zone. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Okay, Paris, come.
10-month-old Paris has passed basic training, mastering all 6 classic cues. Now it's time for Eric to focus on training that is specific to her future adopter. Bradley loves to travel and wants to bring his new dog with him. So Eric prepares Paris for life on the road.
You're the best puppy. You're the best. All right, here we go.
He conditions her to long car rides.
No, the best puppy.
And then he acclimates her to an air travel carrier.
Oh. So I take the case, I fill it with treats, so it starts off on a positive foot. Good job, Paris. Then I just start tossing treats in, having the dog go in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I start to open the top part of the case. So I just gently place her into that case. If she stays in, she gets a reward. Yes. I was able to then zip the side of the crate up and then pick her up and carry her, and she seemed to settle right away. Good job, Paris. And I was able just to kind of carry her around our training space.
Over time, Paris proves to be the perfect puppy passenger. And Eric feels that she's up for a new challenge, one that may require a need for speed.
Bradley mentioned to me that he really enjoys rollerblading, so I want to make sure that Paris is comfortable with something like this. What are these guys? So I introduced Paris to the rollerblades first. I wanted to make sure that it didn't frighten her or she didn't show any signs of distress. So then I wanted to have Rashi put them on. It's gonna take little steps, little baby steps right by us, and I'm just gonna treat her. Paris didn't seem to care at all.
She doesn't even notice me.
Nope, just wants the treats. Now that I know she doesn't really care, I think she's ready for the street. Come on, Paris. I'm just going very slowly. Good job. And because she already knows how to walk on leash, she kind of just picked up with that same mentality.
I love her trot.
Yeah. I actually think she really enjoys the new speed we're going. Now I want to see how she does in a park. We're born to skate. And man, were we shocked at how much she enjoyed this. The faster, the better for her. It was just really cool to see her go through this transformation, this really shy dog, now me rollerblading with her next to me. So I think Bradley's really gonna enjoy her in this new adventure.
Coming up,
What?
Paris and Bradley get a fresh start.
There was Paris. She was everything I was looking for.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Not long ago, Paris was stuck in the shelter and facing an unknown future. But her luck turned around when Eric and Rashi rescued her. Now that she's ready to go to her new home, it's time for Rashi to say goodbye.
Can we say bye, Paris? There we go.
Miss Scruffy. I got to watch Paris going from being timid to running at full speed while we were rollerblading with her tail wagging. And as much as it's bittersweet, I'm really happy that she is going to her forever family.
Have a happy life.
All right, got her. All right, let's go, Paris.
Today I'm taking Paris to the park to meet her new dad, Bradley. I want to surprise Bradley, so I actually picked a bench where I knew he was going to be rollerblading.
What?
Is that him?
Hey!
Look who it is!
I saw Eric and there was Paris, you know, a little scruffy, small little terrier dog, and I was really excited to see her. Yes, you're so cute.
Paris!
Yeah. She was everything I was looking for. She's funky, she's fun, she has a nice personality, she seems very loving.
After Bradley got acquainted with Paris a little bit more, I wanted to show him what we had been working on. Put this loop of the leash through your right wrist, and then you're gonna hold pretty close to the harness and the lead, so right about here. So I'm gonna give you that loop. We just don't want her to cross in front of you or cross behind you, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna just take it nice and slow, okay?
Come on, Paris.
Good.
Come on.
Eric made sure that I was like really comfortable with guiding her, and she stayed on my left side, and then even when I turned, I was able to still be in control.
Come on.
And back this way.
Come on, good girl.
I asked him to skate about 40 yards away and skate back to us, and Paris went right to his left, and as he was skating, she was just running right next to him.
Good girl.
It was really cool to see them warm up to each other and then to see Paris walk right next to him while he was skating. So I'm just really excited that he has this new little furry friend to spend his days with. What do you think, Bradley?
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's awesome. I just have one more thing for her gold graduation medal.
Ah, she did it.
There we go.
With Paris's graduation complete, it's time for Eric to say goodbye.
All right, Paris. You're gonna have a good life, okay?
Thank you. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you guys to it, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Take care of her, all right?
All right, will do.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. Say bye.
Paris going from this shy dog in the shelter system to rollerblading alongside Bradley, that's one of the main reasons why I do this. I just want to make sure that these guys have the best life possible.
Having Paris there will really help my life. You wake up, you see a loving face. You go to bed, you see a loving face. And I'm really excited to have Paris go on this new journey with me.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, a young terrier mix is hoping for a second chance at life.
You want a new home? Okay.
He might be the perfect puppy passenger for a pair of off-roading enthusiasts who are mourning the recent loss of their dog.
After that, I knew that we needed to find another dog to fill the hole in our hearts.
But Rocket will have to earn his license to ride before this adoption can successfully launch.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Watch out!
Watch out, watch out!
Go get it!
Today, Eric and Rashi are playing Rupert's favorite game, Fetch.
Good job, Rupert!
Rupert is their 5-year-old terrier that they rescued from Mexico.
Come on, Rupert! Oh, good boy. Good job. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. There we go.
The play session gets put on pause as Rashi receives a text from the shelter.
The shelter just contacted us about a dog that needs to be rescued, and he looks a little bit like Rupert.
Okay.
5 months old, he's 10 pounds. There is something wrong with his front legs,
Okay.
but he's very friendly, he's very active. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get him. Rupert, you're gonna stay back with Mom, okay?
Eric takes off for the shelter, and it's not long before he comes face to face with Rocket.
Oh, hey, Rocket. Hey. Oh, excited? Can I come in? Okay.
Eric sees that the 5-month-old puppy's front legs do appear to have a slight deformity, but it doesn't seem to hold him back.
Oh, hey. All right. I'm happy to see you too. Looks like you want a new home. Okay.
Rocket's powers of persuasion work, and he earns a first-class ticket out of the shelter.
Knowing that he had a deformity in his leg, I felt like we were very fortunate to get him out when we did, just because a lot of times the general public pass up on dogs like that.
To get Rocket's legs examined and to make sure that he's healthy enough to train, Eric takes him to the veterinarian for a checkup.
Hey, Eric. Good
Hey,
to
Dr.
see
Evelyn.
you.
Good
This
to see
must
you
be
too.
Rocket.
This is
Hi,
Rocket.
sweetheart. Today, Eric brought Rocket, a 5-month-old male-neutered terrier mix, for an examination after being picked up from the shelter. First, let's weigh him.
Okay. All right, Rocket. There.
Okay, he's about 10 pounds. Let's go ahead and
Okay.
bring him over here.
All right, Rocket.
All right, little sweetheart. So his ears look nice and clean. I
Okay.
don't see any obvious signs of any infection or inflammation.
Great.
The whites of the eyes are nice and clear, no problems with any discharge. His
Okay.
little teeth, they're
Oh,
coming
yeah.
in nicely. It looks like he has all his adult teeth already.
Oh, that's good.
Little baby. Go ahead and feel his little tummy. And he's already been neutered,
Yep.
so no problems there.
Great.
That all looks pretty
Oh, you
good.
did such a good job.
Let me
Yeah.
listen to his heart and lungs. He's actually a very good patient holding still.
Yeah. Oh, good job.
Okay, that sounds nice and normal.
Okay.
I don't hear any abnormal rhythms or heart murmurs. Rocket's physical exam was mainly normal. We did find that he does have a little bit of a joint abnormality, what we call valgus deformity. That is something we can see with certain breeds. Sometimes we also just see it in dogs that have shorter legs that stick out a little. That can be fairly normal for them. Most of the time won't affect their overall health and their mobility. I would like to recommend a joint health supplement called Cosequin.
Okay.
It has glucosamine chondroitin, and that will help support those joints so that he can run, jump, play, do all the things that normal doggies do, and hopefully he should live a long, healthy life. For his size, he would get 1 chewable daily for 4 to 6 weeks. Then you can reduce the dose to a maintenance dose, which is 1 every other day.
Got it. Okay, great. So beyond that, he's okay to train?
Absolutely, he's nice and healthy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Evelyn.
My pleasure, you take care.
Okay.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch, Rocket receives a nice warm bath.
All right. That's better. I got one more thing for you, okay?
Rocket is outfitted with a bronze training medal, which he'll wear throughout his basic training.
Good boy. You ready to get to work?
Eric then gives Rocket a tour of the ranch, starting with the empty training yard. After letting him explore by himself, Eric brings in another dog.
We're excited.
Okay, go see.
And then another human, Rashi.
You are scruffy. I love his fur.
Seeing that Rocket feels comfortable, Eric brings in the rest of the ranch residents.
Hey!
New friends.
Yeah! New friends, Rocket!
Free to run around, Rocket's personality starts to shine through.
And let's go back this way.
He's a happy-go-lucky puppy that would do well with an active family.
And let's go back this way.
While Eric spends time bonding with Rocket, Rashi uses her background in social work to search for a potential family. And Tony and Debbie Pellegrino from Simi Valley, California catch her attention.
I'm Tony. I'm married to Debbie. We've got 2 boys, Jamie and Jordan, and we also have 1 dog named Briggs.
Tony and Debbie own an aftermarket auto parts manufacturing company, and their adult sons help them run the business. The family loves the great outdoors. They enjoy camping, attending racing events, and traveling in their RV. They would love for their new dog to join them. It would also help fill the void that they feel after losing their beloved boxer, Bruiser.
Bruiser was a character, and he had so much personality. He got sick. He was just filled with disease, and there was no saving him.
Not only was losing Bruiser hard on the family, but it was particularly hard on his best friend, Briggs, who became depressed and didn't want to eat or play.
After that, I just knew that we needed to find another dog for Briggs and to fill the hole in our hearts that Bruiser left.
Before Eric can determine if the Pellegrino family is the right fit for Rocket, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today we're going to be assessing Rocket and his knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Right off the bat, Rocket sits on cue.
Yes, maybe we can turn that into a down. Oh, that's a half down.
Eric quickly sees that Rocket has a lot of energy and needs help focusing.
That's something we'll have to work on.
Rocket does well on the come cue.
Yes.
But he needs training on the stay and leave it cues.
Okay, work on leave it. He didn't necessarily give me what I was looking for initially, but I think Rocket is actually a pretty smart little dog. Once he gets much more comfortable, I think we can actually move pretty quickly through the classic cues. All right, ready to go back to play. Okay, let's go.
Coming up, Rocket's adoption may have trouble taking off.
The Pellegrinos are a very active family, so there's a lot of things going on here that I don't know if Rocket is going to do well in.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Eric recently rescued 5-month-old Rocket from the shelter. They've spent the past several days playing and building trust.
Yeah, this way.
Rocket's spunky personality has quickly earned a special place in Eric's heart. While the boys have been busy bonding,
How's Rocket?
Rashi has been busy looking for a home for Rocket.
I just got off the phone with a family that I think is perfect for him.
They own their own business, and they are racing enthusiasts.
Rocket, what do you think? You want to go race cars?
Having studied psychology and social work, I get to pair dogs and their temperament with the right kind of families. And in this case, I think Rocket suits the Pellegrino family really well, and I'm really excited for this to move forward.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to video chat with the Pellegrino family.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
Tony and I have been married 33 years, and we have 2 beautiful sons, Jamie and Jordan. Both of our sons, we're blessed to say that they work with us in the family business.
Do you guys currently have dogs?
Sadly, we lost our brindle boxer last August. Our other dog, Briggs, our senior, he just dove into this incredible funk, and he was sleeping constantly. He barely wanted to eat. And it just broke my heart because he was so lonely. We want his final years to be happy ones and active ones.
Whenever we're introducing a new dog into an environment that already has a dog, I want to make sure that that dog is comfortable with this younger dog coming in.
But the family's current dog isn't the only potential hurdle to overcome. Eric and Rashi will also need to take into consideration the family's home environment and lifestyle.
Our backyard is beautifully landscaped, and my sons created a really cool 30-foot by 30-foot remote-controlled car track.
I know it can be tough to get some relaxation, especially owning your own business. What do you like to do in the free time that you get?
We love to take our RV and go camp down at the beach. We got into riding on street motorcycles. We'll do 4 or 5-day tours across different parts of the country.
The family is looking for a smaller dog that can travel with them, go to racing events, and spend the day at their office.
So there's a lot of things going on here that I don't know if Rocket is going to do well in. We rescued a dog just the other day that could potentially be a good fit. He's small, young, agile. I think he may be a good addition for your other dog. So let us analyze his temperament a little bit more, and then we'll keep you posted and we'll let you know how things are going.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'm excited.
I can't wait to see him and spend time with him, and I'm super, super excited.
Coming up next, Rocket blasts off for training when Lucky Dog returns. If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, Write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Five-month-old Rocket has had no problem settling into life at the ranch. Eric has spent several days simply earning his trust. He's also been giving the terrier mix his joint health supplements along the way. As Eric begins training, he sees right away that Rocket has trouble focusing.
So what I started to do is work on just focus, bringing a treat from his nose to my nose and getting eye contact. Focus. And as soon as I got eye contact, I would reward him with the treat.
Now that Eric has Rocket's attention, he works on the come and sit cues.
So now I need to make sure that he gets the reward when he sits down.
Rocket, come. Yes.
All we're trying to do is get him to sit back by default every time someone approaches him or he approaches somebody, that it's going to guarantee him a treat, and eventually that treat will be physical or verbal praise.
Good boy.
During a training break, Eric and Rashi visit the Pellegrino family's home to make sure it's a safe place for a dog.
Looks like you have a 5-foot fence all the way around.
After checking out the family's home, yard, remote control racetrack, and RV, Eric and Rashi are pleased with what they see.
Stay.
In the days to come, Eric continues training Rocket, and Rocket proves himself to be a fast learner. Soon, he's mastered all 6 classic cues.
Stay.
Sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Yes.
Good job, Rocket.
Who's the best puppy?
To mark his achievement, Rocket receives his silver medal.
Yeah! Good boy.
Coming up, Eric tests Rocket to see if he's got what it takes to hit the road.
And can we go down? Yes. Good job, Rocket.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Okay, Rocket, come.
Rocket has been living up to his name and speeding through his training at the ranch. Now it's time for Eric to focus on training that is specific to his future family. First, he familiarizes Rocket with the Pellegrino's auto shop while they're out of town. Rocket tours the facilities, meets his future co-workers, and gets accustomed to the machinery.
Good job.
Next, because the Pellegrino family's life revolves around vehicles, Eric introduces Rocket to many of them. He starts with a remote control car.
Yes. Good job, Rocket.
Then he moves on to an RV.
Look at this. Okay. Yes.
Finally, because Tony and Debbie are motorcycle enthusiasts, Eric sees how Rocket will react to the sounds that they make.
I have Rashi turn on the motorcycle. As she does this, I simultaneously treat Rocket. So I want to make sure he associates that sound with something rewarding.
We go see? Let's go see.
As we move closer to the motorcycle, he seems to be doing fine. He's not bothered by it at all.
Good job, Rocket. Yes.
And now I'm able just to walk around the motorcycle as it's turned on and just making sure that I'm treating him while we're doing this.
Inspired by the dog's comfort around motorcycles, Eric decides to prepare Rocket for an activity that might be in his future with the Pellegrinos, riding in a motorcycle sidecar.
I'm just wanting him to get used to sitting inside a sidecar, and so I'm just starting to treat him as he shows interest.
Good job, Rocket.
I also want to make sure that he gets acclimated to wearing the doggy goggles.
Here we go. Yes.
I make sure that I safely harness him in just like you would into a car seat. Now I want to see, is he okay with the motion? And we start to kind of rock back and forth.
Yes.
He seemed to enjoy it. And we actually got to go for a little spin.
Good job, Rocket.
He feels pretty comfortable, and now we're just gonna have to see how he does on the open road.
Coming up, Rocket's adoption is a go for lunch.
Here he is. Buddy.
But only if Briggs gives the final approval. A few weeks ago, 5-month-old Rocket was stuck at the shelter. But given a second chance, he's shown what shelter dogs are capable of. Now, he's ready to go on to his forever home.
This is goodbye.
Yep.
It's never easy for us to say goodbye to them. And Rocket held a pretty special place in Rashi's heart, not just my own.
It's a little tougher to say goodbye to Rocket. He pulls at my heartstrings a little bit more just because of his circumstances and the fact that he reminds me of one of our own dogs, Rupert.
All right, Easy Rider, you ready to go?
I miss you.
All right.
Eric and Rocket drive to Simi Valley to surprise his new family.
This morning we had a nice surprise when Eric rode up with Rocket on his motorcycle in the sidecar. Oh. Absolutely awesome. Had his little dog goggles on. Right away I knew this dog is gonna fit into the Pellegrino family for sure.
Look at you,
Yeah. Did you have fun on your motorcycle ride, huh? Yeah?
You're just such a handsome baby.
It just made me happy to look at him. He just exudes energy and enthusiasm, and he's just absolutely adorable.
I know you have another dog, Briggs.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and get Briggs out on leash and we can do an introduction out on neutral territory?
Sure, sounds
that would
great.
be
Okay, great.
All right, come on, Briggs.
As soon as Briggs comes out on leash, I could tell by his body language that we weren't going to really have an issue.
Here we go.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah.
You know, there was no signs of fear. His tail was happily wagging.
Hey.
And in fact, they were both happy, I think, to see one another.
They got along perfect right from the get-go, so I have nothing but high hopes that this is gonna be fantastic.
All right, let's go, guys.
With a successful introduction, they take the two dogs on a walk, introduce Rocket to Tony and Debbie's two sons, Jamie and Jordan, and let the dogs play off-leash in the backyard.
Seeing Briggs and Rocket together just made me happy that he's going to have a companion, and I know they're going to be the best of buddies.
Good boy. Such a good boy.
Rocket's awesome, just like his name, Rocket. He's just chasing Briggs around. Briggs has been a fantastic dog, you know, and I think Rocket is going to follow in Briggs's footsteps.
Can we sit? Down? Yes.
Eric spends the rest of the afternoon showing the family how to work with Rocket on the 6 classic cues.
Rocket, sit.
I was super impressed with how well Eric had Rocket trained. You know, the sit, down, stay. It's super impressive. Down.
After the family was able to go through some of the classic cues, I thought it was time for him to get his gold graduation medal.
Good job, Rocket.
Yay, Rocket. You graduated.
When we found Rocket in the shelter, knowing that he had a deformity, we knew that a lot of times the general public pass up on dogs like that. So to have him go from that shelter situation and then to see him go to his forever home was pretty special.
Bye, Rocket.
All right, guys. Take care of him, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Since our boxer Bruiser passed away, I don't think Briggs is fully recovered, and I think Rocket's really gonna bring that life back into Briggs. The future for Rocket looks good. It's gonna be exciting.
We will be taking Rocket everywhere we go. He'll come to work with me. We'll take him to off-roading events, beach camping, mountains.
Boy, he's gonna have one active and fulfilled life, I can tell you that.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, this sweet 2-year-old corgi mix was living on the street, malnourished, and underweight. Cheese could blossom into a travel companion for an active beach couple, but only if he's able to handle life on the move.
We definitely want the dog to travel with us, yeah.
Not feeling well?
I want to make sure that we don't put him in a situation where he's in discomfort. Yes. I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. All right, let's go.
Too chilly to play in the water? You can always play on the water. Just ask Eric and Rashi.
Today, Rashi and I decided to rent a paddle boat and take 2 of our dogs out onto the lake. And we do this just to bond with them. And it's a fun experience for all of us. All of a sudden, Rashi gets a text from the shelter.
They have a dog available. His name is Cheese, and he's 2 years old. He's a 12-pound white male Corgi Fox Terrier mix. The shelter said Cheese was underweight upon arrival, and they did say he's very shy. You're gonna love this picture.
The shelter mentioned that he's a little underweight, which could mean that he was found as a stray and malnourished.
The shelter also reports that the shy little dog is getting overlooked by potential adopters.
I'm afraid time is running out for this little guy, so I gotta get down there to the shelter and get him out as soon as possible.
When Eric sees Cheese, the little Corgi mix is extremely timid.
Hey, Cheese, there you are. Mind if I come in?
It doesn't take long for Cheese to melt.
Hey, big guy. Oh, hey. That was a nice greeting. Yeah.
Or for Eric to make up his mind.
All right, big guy, let's get out of here, okay? Let's get you a new home. Let's go. Uh-oh. You're not feeling well?
As they start home, Eric notices Cheese is feeling carsick.
Almost there.
There's not much Eric can do but offer encouragement until the drive is over.
All right, we made it. We made it. Ready for some suds?
Once they're safely home, Eric gives Cheese a nice warm bath.
That better? Yeah.
After they've washed away the stress of the shelter, Cheese is ready for a fresh start.
I got something for you. You wanna see what it is? All right. Let's go see what's over here, come on.
His new life begins with a new bronze training medal.
All right, Cheese, you ready? There we go. Look at that. What do you think? You ready to get to work?
Because Cheese is so timid, Eric spends time earning his trust and acclimating him to his new surroundings.
Hey. All right, I'll take that.
Then it's time to introduce him to the other ranch residents.
You ready to meet a friend? Oh, look who it is.
Eric starts by introducing Cheese to one of the newest arrivals. Then Cheese is introduced to the ranch's other human, Rashi.
Come on, guys.
There we go.
Oh, so
there
good.
We go.
Seeing that everyone is happy, Eric brings in another dog to see how Cheese handles a larger group. By the end of the session, Cheese is happily playing with his new friends. Eric quickly learns that Cheese is just as happy running around in the yard as he is rolling over for some cuddles. Cheese's go-with-the-flow attitude could be a perfect fit for a beach-loving family that Rashi's been communicating with.
I'm Julie. I live here on Oceanside with my husband, Eddie.
Being near the beach, we like to surf, stand-up paddleboarding, really anything outdoors, hiking, water sports, it doesn't matter. I'm 51, but I try to pretend like I'm 18, so.
We had a little dog, and she just passed away about 15 months ago. And Eddie, for him especially, he's really been missing that company.
I missed her a lot. It did take me time to really say, okay, now's the time to get another dog.
All right, Cheese, let's go.
But before Eric will know if Cheese is the right dog for this couple, he has a lot of work to do. He starts with an assessment of Cheese's knowledge of the 6 classic cues: sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Did it sit again? Yes. You know this stuff.
I'm in the yard with Cheese, and I just want to kind of see how he's doing with coming when called and sit. He actually did really well.
What about a down? What about a down?
He wasn't going down right away, so I think we're going to need to spend a little bit more time working on that particular cue.
We'll work on that. I'll give you that treat. All right, what about impulse control?
Before we actually get into the word leave it, I just want to see how they are with me tossing a treat away from them, just to see if they control their impulse or if they go right after that treat. It gives me a little bit more knowledge of how difficult it's going to be to actually train a leave it cue.
See how we do on leash? Let's go. Well, that's not bad.
His loose leash walking is really good, as well as his stay.
You like to stay put? Yes.
Good job.
All in all, it's a very well-rounded dog, but there are some things that we're gonna have to work on.
All right, this is gonna be fun.
Coming up.
Definitely want the dog to travel with us.
Cheese's motion sickness could cast doubt on his match with an active potential family.
I want to make sure that we don't put him in a situation where he's in discomfort the whole time.
Here's a health and wellness tip from Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Taking your dog hiking can be a fun and healthy way to enjoy the great outdoors. But if you're planning to hit the trails with your furry friend, have plenty of fresh water on hand to keep your pet properly hydrated. Avoid hiking during excessively hot days. Consider protective booties for rough terrain or snow, and bring along a comfortable blanket for breaks in the action. Also, consider consulting with your veterinarian first to make sure that your dog is properly protected from fleas and ticks and up to date on all of his vaccinations. Life on the street left Cheese malnourished, underweight, and timid around people.
Taking Cheese home from the shelter, it was brought to our attention that he is about a pound and a half underweight. A pound doesn't sound like a lot, but for a dog that should be around 14 pounds, a pound is a good percentage of his body weight.
So while Eric earns his trust, he also makes sure Cheese gets the nutrition he's been missing.
Okay, we have a little ways to go.
Each time that I feed him, I'm weighing him to see how he's metabolizing that food.
Is it?
Okay. I am also in close contact with the vet just to make sure that we're not making any mistakes in regards to putting this weight back on him.
Oh my goodness. You two are killing me.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, Cheese.
Rashi comes bearing good news.
I just got off the phone and I think I found the perfect family for him. It's a couple. They're looking for a dog just like Cheese.
Oh, great. Did you hear that, Cheese?
Rashi's background in social work helps out immensely with helping find the families for the dogs that we take into the ranch.
I set up a video call for them and you tomorrow morning.
Well, that sounds great.
The next day, Eric and Rashi speak with Julie and Eddie Stark from Oceanside, California.
Hi, guys.
Hi. How you doing?
I wanted to introduce you to my husband, Eric.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
You too.
You too.
Once introductions are made, the Starks tell Eric and Rashi about themselves.
I was in the U.S. Navy when Julie and I first met.
We've been married for 25 years, traveled the world with the Navy, and ended up back here in beautiful Oceanside.
I wanted to know what you guys do for a living.
I'm an accountant. I work at an office.
I'm the customer success officer for a technology company.
With COVID, we're working from home, and I think we can probably be more productive working from home, so I think that's perfect for being with the dog all the time.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your home?
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's got a backyard fence because we had a dog before. Okay. So we had a little cavoodle. She was a poodle Cavalier King Charles mix. Okay. So she was a rescue dog.
I was her person, so we bonded really well. Just the sweetest dog. Lived to 16, got ill and got a tumor, and at her age, they just said there was not a lot they could do for her.
Eddie was very close with Matilda, and he's really missed having that little soul in the house to take care of and go for walks with.
Are there any activities that you guys enjoy doing or would want to enjoy with your new dog?
We spend a lot of time on the beach. I surf. I actually do triathlons as well, so I spend a lot of time running in the water, swimming and cycling.
We like to go hiking, just walking around the neighborhood, socializing, camping, bike trailing, and that sort of thing.
A dog that can ride in a bike trailer would be fantastic.
Got it.
Yeah, we always took Matilda with us everywhere we went.
Because Cheese has shown signs of potential motion sickness, compatibility with the Starks will hinge upon further evaluation.
So we just rescued a dog and we're just getting to know him. So we're not quite sure if he's going to be a match, but we'll definitely keep you up to date with his progress.
Okay, fantastic. That sounds really exciting.
In the meantime, I'm going to be coming by to check out the house.
Sounds great.
Such a pleasure speaking with you. I hope to see you soon.
Us too.
Right.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, can we sit back up?
Coming up.
You having fun?
Cheese turns training time into playtime. If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. When Eric rescued Cheese from the shelter, the little corgi mix was malnourished and underweight. But several weeks later, thanks to a proper nutritional diet, the scales have been tipped in his favor.
All right, buddy, you hit the weight. Very proud of you.
Now that Cheese is back to full strength, it's time to start training.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Today we're gonna be working with Cheese on coming when called and sit. All right. These 2 cues are what I would consider the foundation of the 6 classic cues. Yes. They're usually the easiest to teach because it's very easy to get a dog to follow you if you do have a treat, if they're motivated enough for it. Ready? He moved forward, he touched my fingertips. Yes. I then said yes and rewarded with that treat. We did that over and over again until he was consistently touching those fingertips. Then I was able to introduce the word come. Come, sit, yes.
Once Cheese masters the come and sit cues, Eric introduces him to the down cue.
Yes. Good job. Come. Sit. Down. It's not the professional down, but that's the cute down. I'll take that.
Even though Cheese is feeling playful, he learns the down cue in no time.
Good boy. See if we can start with a stay.
By the end of the session, Cheese has made good progress.
Okay, Cheese. Come. Sit. Yes. Good job.
Next up, Eric works with Cheese on loose leash walking.
Yes.
Cheese quickly proves that he's ready to enjoy long strolls on the beach with his new prospective family.
Yes. Lots of progress.
So Rashi visits the family's home in Oceanside to make sure it's a good place for a dog. The home survey proves to be a success.
This is such a great setup. I think it's perfect for a dog.
Okay. Back at the ranch, Eric's training efforts are also proving successful.
Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Good boy.
As time goes on, Cheese still shows his playful side.
Leave it. Yes.
But his progress is undeniable.
Yes. Good boy.
And that means this little corgi mix has earned a new accessory.
Silver medal. There we go. Good job.
Coming up, Cheese goes for a ride.
Good boy, Cheese.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. From malnourished street dog to shelter dog to rescue, Cheese has grown into a healthy, happy pup. He's also mastered the 6 classic cues: sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking. And that means Eric can start preparing Cheese for life with the Starks.
Let's go, Cheese.
The Starks enjoy camping.
Look at this.
So Eric introduces Cheese to some of the equipment he might encounter on a camping trip.
Yes. Oh, he's a good boy.
Cheese takes it all in stride. Because the Starks enjoy neighborhood walks and going to outdoor cafes, Eric tests Cheese around unfamiliar people and animals. And because the Starks go hiking, Eric also uses this time to condition Cheese for short hikes.
Oh, we're so good.
Through it all, Cheese is happy to be on the journey.
Good job, Cheese.
The next item on the agenda is testing how Cheese reacts to water and the beach.
The Stark family live by the beach and they love water activities. So I want to make sure that Cheese is comfortable around water.
What is this? Want to see?
I set up a baby pool with about 3 or 4 inches of water. I want to see how he reacts to it.
There we go.
And he actually took really well to it.
That's not so bad.
So it made me believe that he is either been in water before or at least is comfortable around it.
Good job.
After seeing Cheese in the baby pool, I'm pretty confident that he'll be comfortable around a bigger body of water.
Try that a little bit more and be ready for the beach, okay?
Let's go check it out.
When beach day arrives, Cheese confirms Eric's suspicion.
Look at the professional here. Seems like you've been to a beach before.
Far from being scared of the water, Cheese seems to relish it.
We have a wave coming in. You're such a good boy.
The Starks are avid bikers who would love to bike with a dog, provided he can handle riding in a trailer. Because Eric noticed Cheese exhibiting motion sickness on the drive home from the shelter, he proceeds with caution.
You ready to go in the wagon? Yeah. Down.
Eric begins by introducing Cheese to the slow movement of a wagon.
Here we go. Yes. Yes.
Good boy, Cheese.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Ready for the bike trailer?
All right, you ready, big guy? So I first have to acclimate Cheese to this bike pod. Go to your bed. And I start to treat him just for going near this pod. Yes. The next thing is having him volunteer to go up into it.
You ready for this?
And then once he does, I treat him for staying.
Very good. Good job, Cheese.
The next step is getting him comfortable enough to where I can actually wheel it around the yard just to get him used to the motion.
With Cheese showing no signs of motion sickness, Eric decides he's ready for the next level.
Good job. All right, Cheese, you ready? Go ahead. Oh, good boy. Good job, Cheese.
After making sure Cheese is safe and comfy in the bike trailer, it's time to see how he handles the motion.
I'm constantly looking back to check to make sure that he's not showing any signs of stress, and he seems to be doing really well with this.
Good job, Cheese. Good boy.
To Eric's great relief, Cheese's one bout of motion sickness appears to have been a fluke. Coming up, Cheese is finally ready to hit the road with his new forever family.
Good job, Cheese.
You're cruising.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Cheese has come a long way in his time at the ranch. Now, it's time for the final step of his journey, going home to his new forever family. And that means it's time for Rashi to say goodbye.
I'm gonna miss you, Cheese. We love you.
All right, big guy. Let's go, Cheese.
It's a big day for Cheese today. He's going to be going home to his forever family. I decided to surprise Julie and Eddie in their backyard.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Look who it is.
Cheese.
It was really cool to see them really warm up to him right off the bat.
He just has the sweetest little face, those brown eyes and curly hair. I just thought he was gorgeous. You're just a calm little soul, aren't you?
He loves his walk in the parks.
Does he?
Absolutely loves the beach.
Does he?
It's perfect for
That's
us.
perfect.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I have one more surprise for you. Can you get your bikes and meet me out front?
Sure.
All right. You guys ready for a ride?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I wanted to make sure that they felt comfortable toting Cheese around. It adds a significant amount of weight, and so it's a little bit different than just hopping on a bicycle and traveling down the street.
Cheese. Woohoo. You're cruising. Good.
Oh, he's wagging his tail.
I could see him in his little cart and he was just looking around and he was perfectly happy in there.
So neat to know that we now can go on long rides and still have Cheese with us without his little legs getting tired. It was just a fantastic, super surprise.
And after one final road test, Cheese earns his gold graduation medal.
Oh. When Eric pulled out the little gold medal, I was just so happy for him.
All right, guys, it's all yours.
Oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're welcome.
you so much.
My pleasure. All right, Cheese.
You good, okay? Oh, good boy.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye, Eric. Thanks again.
Julie and Eddie are going to be the best parents for Cheese. He gets to go on all these adventures with them. I think that's incredible.
We've really missed having a dog in our life. So having Cheese at home is just gonna give us a reason to get outside, go for a walk.
It's just amazing. Yeah, we couldn't be any happier. You know, just seeing him put a smile on my face.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, we're reaching into our bag of tricks and pulling out some of the most high-flying and show-stopping moments.
You can say, Otis, go to your bed.
Wow.
As each of these 4 shelter dogs learn new talents, they manage to pull off the greatest feat of all along the way, finding a new forever family.
Bye-bye.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Every dog that graduates from the Lucky Dog Ranch leaves with a firm foundation in all 6 classic cues. But some need an advanced education to properly fit in with their new families. Such was the case with Leo, a 10-month-old pointer mix destined for rock and roll stardom. But unfortunately, Leo's road to success got off to a rocky start when the shelter discovered he was suffering from an intestinal parasite.
He could be a little sick, maybe some intestinal inflammation, we're not sure. It's very important that we get him out as soon as possible.
Eric sets out on a mission to rescue Leo from the shelter and get him to the vet.
Oh, are you ready? All right, let's go.
With the rescue successful, Eric and Leo head to the veterinarian's office for a checkup.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, Dr. Todd, how are you?
Doing really well. How are you today?
Good,
wow.
good.
Today, Eric brought in Leo. Leo is a 10-month-old doggy that had worms.
The shelter mentioned that he had roundworm in his
Oh,
stomach.
okay. We should get him treated for that. Okay, let me do my physical on him.
Okay.
And see how he is.
Great.
Hi, Leo. I'm gonna take a look at you. I'd like to check your heart. Make sure there's no murmurs. Hi, Leo. Sounds really good. He has a nice sinus arrhythmia, which dogs have normally. See your lungs now. Make sure they're clear. Don't want any harsh lung sounds or wheezing or crackles or anything. Thank you, Leo. That sounds really good.
Good.
Thank you, Leo. All right, I'm gonna check your skin out. Looks like his skin's pretty good. I'm looking for any lesions, any evidence of fleas.
Good boy.
That looks really good. All right, I'm gonna move towards your front now that you're feeling comfortable with me. Hi, let me look at your face. I'm gonna check your little teeth out. Nice and white and clean. They all came in nicely.
How old do you think he is?
It's a good question. All his adult teeth are in, so after 7 months, we know that they're all in.
Sure.
And he's 8 months, a year?
Yeah, 8 months, 10 months, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Looking really good. Let me check your eyes a little more thoroughly. Can I just do a little light in your eye? I'm checking his pupils and his menace response just to make sure he's all normal and it looks great. To me, he seemed healthy and he seemed good, alert. All the vitals were normal. I didn't find anything abnormal in terms of like his organs or his health or any other things. Because he had some worms, I'd like to obviously recommend a dewormer. We'll get him dewormed. I'll do one that's more broad spectrum to cover more than just roundworms. You do a dose now, a dose in 3 weeks. I'm also gonna recommend a digestive health supplement. I recommended ProViable, a probiotic, and it helps maintain optimal gut health. This is the product here. It'd be 1 capsule once a day to support his digestive health.
Okay, great.
Do you have any questions?
No, we just wanted to make sure he's healthy.
I think he looks great. I think he's healthy for training.
All right, thanks so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was, my pleasure to meet Leo.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. After receiving a clean bill of health, Leo begins his journey at the Lucky Dog Ranch. Whether outside with the other dogs or inside alone with Eric, Leo seems unfazed by his new surroundings. This kind of confidence could make him the perfect match for a family that Rashi has been speaking with.
I'm Kelly Romer. I am a full-time singer, and I live here with my husband, Jack Romer, and Alexa and Avery, and Sketch.
One of our main hobbies that we like to do as a family is we write songs, original music, and our music proceeds go to animal shelters. We would love for our new dog to come with us and be a great example of what a rescue dog can be.
Leo spends the first few weeks learning all 6 classic cues. From there, Eric begins preparing him for his musically inclined family. Because the family wants Leo to be an ambassador for dogs at their shows, Eric gets him accustomed to being around kids and musical instruments.
Good boy.
As a special bonus, Eric also trains Leo to wave to his fans.
To teach wave, I offer my hand to the dog, and if they touch my hand, I say yes and reward.
Yes.
And I'm gonna continue to do that over and over and over again.
Yes.
That's good. The next step in this is moving my hand out of the way. I want him to miss my hand with his paw,
yes,
in order to create that waving motion.
As Leo gets the waving motion down, Eric slowly changes his outstretched hand into a wave.
Yes. This isn't something I normally teach dogs. This is something that's very specific to the Romer family. It's just something that's going to be fun when they take Leo out to meet people, for someone to come up and greet Leo. And then when they're done with their conversation, they're able to say bye to Leo, and Leo's able to say bye back.
Say goodbye.
Yes.
Good job, Leo. You're so good.
With training finally over, it was time for Leo to officially join his new band.
Loves the attention.
Yeah. What do you think, Leo?
It just was the perfect dog. It was everything we would imagined that we would want, and it was right there in front of us.
Oh, yes, I know.
I thought the kids were gonna fall over. It was like their dreams came true right then.
I can't believe he's here. You're so cute. So cute. We've been waiting for you.
After successfully jamming with his new bandmate Sketch, Leo earns his gold graduation medal and takes the opportunity to show off his own talents.
I wanted to show the Romer family one more thing that we worked on, and that was Leo saying goodbye.
We said? You go bye-bye?
Yes. Bye-bye, Leo. Oh, my big guy. We'll see you later, okay? All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye-bye. All right.
Coming up, a spaniel mix becomes the perfect bedtime buddy for two young boys.
Go to your bed.
Yes.
Wow.
Good job.
The bond between a child and a dog is a precious one. Not only does the presence of a dog teach responsibility, but it also provides comfort and keeps kids both mentally and physically engaged. And that's exactly what Alicia Gentry Rayer was looking for her two boys.
Cole, who just turned 13, is high-functioning autistic. He is funny and smart and creative. Tucker is about to turn 10. He's got some ADHD, he's got a lot of energy, and he loves dogs.
They're hoping for a dog that will bond with the boys and sleep with them in their room at night.
They have loft beds.
The loft beds are set up with a desk underneath, so there's space under the loft bed. So we would love it to live in the boys' room.
Luckily, Eric already had a dog in mind, a sweet but timid spaniel mix named Otis. After training Otis in the classic cues, Eric prepares him for his ultimate purpose, sleepovers.
Back to your bed? Yes.
To do this, Eric acclimates Otis to a dog bed. Then trains Otis to target the bed on cue.
Go to your bed. Yes.
Even incorporating the bed into other fun family activities like camping.
Good job, Otis.
And kayaking. Once training was complete, it was time for Otis to meet his new family and cement his bond with Tucker and Eric.
It was really exciting for me to teach the boys how to work with him. And Tucker was awesome.
And put down 2 fingers down on the ground. And yes. And go to give him the treat still.
He was able to use the hand signal, and he was using the marking word at the proper time. So I think we have a trainer on our hands.
For the grand finale, Otis shows off his special skill.
When you guys go to bed, he can go to his bed too. You
Wow.
say, Otis, go to your bed. Yes.
Wow.
Good job.
What I appreciated about Eric was how easily Tucker was able to take instruction from him.
Go to your bed.
He got Tucker to direct Otis to his mark, which was his bed, and Otis went on the first try.
At the end of the day, Otis earns his gold medal, ensuring that these two brothers will have sweet dreams for years to come.
Be good, okay?
We're gonna
Yeah.
take really good care of him.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
All right. Welcome home.
Coming up, a sweet poodle mix learns how to cheer up her new family.
We taught her a twirl. Yes.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Nothing brings out a smile more than a dog with the ability to do tricks. But in the age of COVID, smiles have been in short supply. Like many families during the pandemic, the Dietervilles experienced their share of illness and loss and were in desperate need of a little pixie dust to brighten their year.
My name is Dee. I live in Los Angeles, California with my daughter Taylor, my son Dijon, and my half-daughter Christy.
A lot has been going on this year. Just have a new little friend, that would be awesome.
There's been a lot of sadness and just chaos in the world this year. And I don't think a lot of people thought about what our animals are going through. So this is very important to us. And who doesn't like dogs, especially really cute ones?
After rescuing 2-year-old Pixie, Eric realizes that she could be a perfect match for the Dieterville family in more ways than one.
When I was giving Pixie her silver medal, I noticed that her paw was coming up and touching the medal. So I was thinking, while she was doing that, it might be easy to teach her a high five.
Because the Dieterville family has experienced quite a bit of loss over the last year, Pixie's ability to do tricks could bring them some much-needed joy.
Knowing that a dog might not be comfortable with the high five just yet, I figured maybe teaching her a low five might be a little easier for her. So that's what we started with. Yes. All I'm doing is taking a treat in my hand, and her natural reaction was to come up and touch my hand to get that treat out. And as soon as she did that, I would say yes, and then reward with a treat. And eventually I was able to open my hand and she would touch my hand. Yes. Whether it was low or high. High five. Yes.
From there, Eric decides to introduce a more challenging trick. One with a twist.
I've noticed that she likes to spend a lot of time on her hind legs. So I just basically took a treat, looped around her head. She stood up, kind of spun around. And as soon as she sat down, I would say yes, give her a reward.
Very good. Good job.
With a little effort, Pixie turns her natural instinct into a charming parlor trick.
You got this. I think the family's gonna love this.
Yes.
I think that she looks like a little ballerina, and who doesn't love a little ballerina dog?
A few days later, Pixie joins her new family.
Hi, Pixie! Pixie!
Hey, guys.
I wasn't expecting to see Pixie, so I was like, oh, she was so cute.
She's so sweet, so friendly. I just wanted to give her a big hug.
Then, once the stage is set, Pixie makes her grand debut.
I'm gonna show you a little something that we worked on with her. We taught her a twirl.
Oh!
Yes.
That was so cute. It looked like she was doing a little dance.
And then we taught her low five. Yes. Maybe give a high five. Yes. Good job, Pixie.
Oh, he taught her some really cool stuff. The high five and the twirl. It was awesome, man. I'm excited.
While working with Pixie at the ranch, it was a pretty incredible experience. A day didn't go by where she didn't surprise me with what she was capable of. And now she's in her forever home, and I couldn't be happier for her.
Coming up, an energetic terrier could be the perfect solution for a retiree looking to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Look who it is, Annie.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Every dog has his own unique set of talents, but for some, the sky's the limit. Such was the case with Annie, a 3-year-old terrier mix with boundless energy. While researching potential homes, Rashi discovers John and Cindy Brewster, a Palm Springs couple looking for a furry new companion to help them stay motivated in retirement. The couple previously had 2 dogs, Tootsie, a Cocker Spaniel, and Angel, a Chihuahua Dachshund mix. They've both passed away, and it's taken John and Cindy a while to feel ready to adopt another dog.
For about 17 years, we had our 2 dogs, and now that we have been without our pets for 3 years, we've both started to have a yearning to have that nurturing component in our lives.
It took Cindy 2 years to get over losing Angel, and she misses Tootsie probably every day.
Having a dog in the house just kind of warms things up. It kind of brings out the best in you.
John is also hoping that a new dog will help him maintain a healthy lifestyle.
I, a couple of years ago, did develop high blood pressure. And as a result, one of the things I'm supposed to do is walk at least 150 minutes a week. And I think having a dog to walk with, I could probably get that up to 250 minutes a week.
Eric believes vivacious Annie could be the perfect pet to keep John active. So he channels Annie's energy and natural jumping ability into a rewarding new skill, agility.
Okay, Annie. Agility is great for dogs because it creates mental stimulation. It's also a great way to get some excess energy out, and it's a good way to bond with your dog. Annie took to it like a fish does water.
In the days to come, Annie becomes an agility pro.
She was able to be lured through the weaving poles and through the hoop, and then she was easily jumping over the hurdle at the end.
Yes. Good girl.
I can't wait to show Cindy and John and the grandkids what she's capable of, and I think they're gonna have a lot of fun with her when she finally gets to go to her forever home.
Good job.
Coming up.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Annie puts on a show-stopping performance for her new family when Lucky Dog returns. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. 3-year-old Annie had a hard-knock life. But since coming to the ranch, this talented terrier has channeled her propensity for jumping into a valuable new skill, agility.
Yes.
Not only will the activity help Annie work out her boundless energy,
Good girl.
but it will also help her new pet parents, John and Cindy, stay active in retirement. Once all of her training is complete, little orphan Annie says goodbye to the ranch and hello to her new life.
Hey guys, look who it is, Annie.
Oh,
I think she likes us.
Hey.
Yeah. Say hi, Annie.
Oh, you're cute.
What a surprise. What a great surprise.
And what was even more of a surprise is how much Annie liked us. It's like we'd known each other forever.
The first time she came up to me and put her little paws on my knees, it was exhilarating. My heart went aflutter.
Annie almost immediately fell in love with them. She was sniffing, wagging her tail, everything that I wanted to see.
Next, Eric shows off Annie's new talent.
Stay.
We had an agility park set up in the yard, and I got to show them what Annie's skills were.
And Annie puts on quite the show.
Oh, look at her go.
She made it.
The agility track that Eric had Annie go through was a wonderful surprise.
Good job.
It was really fun to see the kids' reaction to all of this, and they actually got to try some of it.
It was really fun.
Yes.
I like the tunnel because it's fun to watch her go through it.
Oh, good.
The holes was super cool. How she could just go in and out and in and out. Yeah, that was really cool. How she was able to weave through those almost every time.
Annie seems like she'd be the type of dog to be like really shy and she wouldn't want to go through things, but she's actually quite bold.
Annie is a big hit with all of her new family members, which means there's only one thing left to do.
So I have one last thing to give Annie before I go, her gold graduation medal.
There we go.
I'm sure that it gave Eric a sense of accomplishment to be able to award her that gold medal. But I think it also, although he probably wouldn't say it, made him a little sad.
Bye, Annie.
It was good to see how well he had done his job, but it was also a little sad to see that he had to walk away from one of his proteges.
But for Eric, walking away is much easier, knowing that all 4 of these proteges were able to pull off the most important trick of all, finding a new forever home.
It's like having a new family member in the house, so I'm just excited for him to be around.
Now she has a new family and we're gonna take care of her.
It's a sweet, sweet dog, you know. It warms your heart.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.